Can you hear yourself?
Unfortunately.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn on the game a little bit. There we go. Okay. Oh, also, now that we're here and live, of course, I wanted to show you what I got in the mail.
Another thing?
Look at this thing.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Is that vinyl?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a vinyl record.
That's sick.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, but wait for it. Boom.
Oh, I was
Fucking
wondering.
close in the dark.
I was wondering.
Look at that. Look how
His
cool it
eyes.
looks.
It's picking his nose. Rude.
Yep. It's getting his nose picked and his ear licked.
That is so good.
Yeah.
The
Nice.
music for that game does really pop off.
It's got some good beats. I'll tell you that much.
I did just get the Undertale collection.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's good. I like
It's
it.
good.
Also, that was on my desk when I got
Boy.
to when I got to work.
Boy.
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 All right, hello people. We're going live. We're already live, but you know, whatever.
When I asked Christian, it's like, is Tyler going? And he's like, yeah, I think so. And I was like, he's given up on playing God.
Oh yeah, it's slowed down
Really?
a lot. Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, he just didn't have time. We were gone all this past weekend, so
Yeah.
we couldn't play. And then we got really into Magic over that weekend. So when we got back home,
over
we
the
were like,
weekend.
yeah, we were like, let's play Magic.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then we were like, but God of War.
So you guys
we
played
tried
against
to
each
do
other?
Both. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Kicking his ass every time.
Nice.
Yeah.
You kicked his ass.
Fuck yeah. Fuck
Get that soul ring.
yeah. I don't have Soul Ring, but
You can always proxy it.
it's true. Very true. Black Lotus.
There you
See,
go.
I'm learning things.
There you go. I don't know what that card does, but I know what soul ring does.
Well, I don't know what Black Lotus does either. I just know it's worth like $300,000.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? A card worth 300,000?
Yeah,
Post
Posty
Malone
actually.
has it.
Yeah, and it's signed.
Yeah.
And guess how much he paid for
By
it?
Posty.
No, it's signed by the original artist.
Oh, I have no idea.
He paid $800,000.
Well, the man has enough to buy my soul over and over again.
And
So
he can. He can have it.
Tyler will be so rich.
Oh yeah, yeah.
oh no. Oh no. All right.
Yeah.
Tyler can buy all the magic cards afterwards.
Yep. He'd be happy about it. Good trade. Good trade.
Hello, team. We are here. Hello, friends. Welcome again. We are going through the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We are in case number 2, part number 2, right? Because we did it was part 1 last time. No,
Yes.
was part 1 last time?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, part 1 was last time. We've been indicted for murder
Again.
yet again. But where are we at?
That's a good question.
As for you too. So
I will add in.
We have teamed up with Herlock Sholmes.
good old Herlock Sholmes. Classic.
And his powerful deduction skills to invade the room next door to us, only to find that the man that was staying next door is actually the Russian, right, ballerina,
Yes.
who has stolen a crown jewel
Yes.
thing
Yes.
that people are looking for. And we figured that out by dissecting Herlock Sholmes' deductions.
Yes. Which was a new mechanic that I hadn't ever experienced, so that was interesting.
It was very interesting, actually. I don't think we got an answer as to why the luggage was moving yet.
Boy.
Boy.
What
Boy.
happens when somebody
Boy.
redeems boy?
I say boy.
Oh,
Boy. Boy.
boy.
That's why I made it so cheap.
What?
Boy.
What?
Boy.
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 All right. Yeah. I think we were about to find out why the
I think we got
luggage.
a lot of value out of that redeem.
Yeah.
Scumquatus. I played with him yesterday.
Ah.
It was a lot of fun. We played Hunt Showdown.
Oh, nice.
We're waiting for the man, the myth, the legend, Tyler, to get on
You
to
got
play.
me out of war now. He will. He will.
He saved my stream. I just kept singing, I need a hero!
Oh my god.
And he's like, don't worry, I'll be your hero.
Oh.
And then I was like, can I be your hero, baby? Alright. I think we were figuring out what was in the case, and we've deduced
Yeah. Oh,
that,
yeah.
that it is
like-
a dog
Yes.
or a pet of some sort.
Okay.
Do we need to examine it or converse with her?
I think
No idea.
Oh, here we go, yeah. What happened last night? Alright. Here we go. Do you guys ever all remember your assigned roles and assigned accents?
Oh,
For the
yeah.
most part.
Okay,
yeah.
because I labeled the stream is, what is that accent?
Oh no.
Some people might be offended. To be honest.
It's okay. According to Amy, my entire first one was all offensive. So.
Oh, really?
It wasn't.
That's why I stopped playing the game.
Really?
Yeah, because the day after I finished streaming the first case, they were like, you shouldn't have done that with the accents. I'm like, oh, okay.
What accents did you use?
I guess generalized Japanese accent.
Oh, that's why, yeah.
So,
No, now we just do generalized German and Russian accents.
generalized European
And that's
accents.
fine. And really bad French.
Really
English.
bad French.
Don't worry, the French was the best part.
Southern.
Well, he did.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it doesn't mean someone else can't be Southern.
True, somebody else can
They
be
could be
Southern.
a Southern Belle.
Yeah,
Which I don't
true.
know.
I can't do a Southern Belle accent.
I believe.
That's like sweeter. Mine's like harsh.
Oh, a harsh Southern.
Yeah.
Like a cowboy.
Yeah, a little too
ranch
drawly.
hand.
All right, ready?
Sure.
Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night? One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast. The man who died, he was a friend of mine. Ooh. That's why we were trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night?
Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking. Yup.
What is that accent?
Downton Abbey.
Perhaps, damn it, the ship was. What's an English accent?
No, it wasn't Downton Abbey. It was Bridgerton?
Bridgerton, Bridgerton.
Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps its steam engine exploded.
Perfect.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
It'll get there.
Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed that if it had happened.
Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us?
I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was I had done and whether they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me. Oh, I see. You've run away from your ballet company. Or ballet. Because people, you pronounce the T. Have you? The Novavich Ballet? Yes. I am traveling to Great Britain from here. I want to go to America. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about ballet and I will start a new life.
You wish to forget a challenging proposition when you have that striking tiara as a reminder.
But the tiara is mine. I need it to live. Ugh. I have no money of my own. I'm a poor pauper child with no money to my name. Poor orphan child. The Nonavich Ballet only gives us a little food and water, and we must dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, I would have killed me.
So, you ran away to protect yourself?
Yes. And the crew of this ship, they have all been kind to me. They let me come on board and said I could hide in this cabin.
So they knew.
So they must have known.
If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova, it creates a most intriguing conundrum.
Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Me? Oh, Well, yes, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlovia's statement. To what conundrum? I'm not sure, but...
Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle.
What has
Would it?
2 legs and 3 legs and then 4 legs?
What has 4 legs and is in your crate? Is it a dog?
According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. However, the SS Burya stopped by no port last night.
Ah, that's it, of course.
So how is it, pray, that you came to be aboard?
Now that I think about it, the crewmen outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that.
Oh no. They were in cahoots.
It was just after we asked him about when the occupant of this cabin came aboard.
Oh, that's you.
It's not your business.
Yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something. An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage. Sorry? What was that? It is how the Russian newspaper described one of my performances. And that is how I came here, too. I descended from the heavens, because I am an angel.
Okay.
Quoi? Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid.
Mr. Scholz once said, I can never resist the touch. The dramatic. I can't do English.
You have to do his accent, but as Susato.
It seems Miss Pavlova is the same.
It's like, have you seen the original voice actor for Bugs Bunny?
No.
So he can do a Daffy Duck accent as Bugs,
Bunny.
and then he can do a Bugs accent as Daffy Duck.
What?
Yep, and it's 2 completely different things.
That's impressive.
It's so good.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Well. A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Words once said about myself. A quote from a wonderfully extravagant advertisement for the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, in fact.
This guy is absolutely a con artist.
Oh, for sure.
100% con artist. Yes, Mr. Showy. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened. So, the friend you mentioned inside your traveling case, is that right?
I don't think animals are allowed on board, according to the rules of passage.
Oh, please, don't tell. Don't tell any of the crew. If they found my precious.
Then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt.
Ah! So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes.
But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it?
God, I hope so.
That's a fucking snake.
Nick.
No. Maybe an adorable little rabbit? Hey, Jesse, let us know how the audio sounds, please.
Hi, Jesse.
I know you're playing Hunt, but let us know. You go, hey, team, and then don't use the emote? Excuse me? No, I haven't uploaded hers yet.
Oh.
Because it's too big.
Oh, it's gonna be the pop-up.
It sounds a little crunchy.
A crunchy.
But it wasn't there. Yeah, it's too big. I need a smaller version of it. Give me a small version of it. And I'll post it. I'll put it in there. It sounds crunchy. Is it crunchy? Oh, I mean, this is gonna be crunchy. We can't change that. I can turn it down, though. If I turn it down, does it sound better? You're also playing Vermintide. Okay. Well, let us know when you're not playing Vermintide. Should I turn it back up? Volume's good now? Okay, volume's good now. Maybe an adorable little rabbit? No.
Ah, you credit Russia as a land with small rabbits, do you?
You can multitask in Vermintide. I cannot do that thing. Oh, don't they have small rabbits there then?
You may well ask. I have no idea. I'm Australian now.
We have to get you a pair of goggles.
Oh.
Okay, I'll take a pair of goggles.
Steampunk goggles.
No, just normal swimming goggles.
Swimming
Yeah.
goggles.
A baseball cap with swimming goggles.
I can make that
I
happen,
like it.
100%.
Let's do it. You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerina's friends. Isn't obvious? It must be a chicken.
Obviously.
I hope it's a chicken. I hope he's right.
Really?
Consider the benefits. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs,
what you have.
And when adversity strikes, it could satisfy the needs of sustenance.
Well, not for you.
I haven't had eggs in 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah, they don't lay them in the winter. It's too cold.
Yeah, too cold.
Too cold. So, you'd eat your friends? I'll remember that.
Ryunosuke will remember.
Yeah, it says in the corner. No.
Well,
It's a fucking snake.
it would appear this friend's identity is a closely guarded secret, not to be revealed.
No. It needs to be revealed.
Ah ha ha ha!
She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There is something I should, just show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. Okay, what are we showing her? What do we have?
Something.
Oops. Okay.
Here's my badge.
I'm definitely gonna show her the badge. Can I show you this? Actually, I'm a university student from the Empire of Japan, you see. That means nothing to me. No, why would it?
Mr. Naruhodo, if you're determined to flaunt your Yume badge, at least choose a Japanese person who might recognize it.
Oh. Miss Usato, can I show you this?
Maybe later.
Oh, I can show Inspector Hosonaga.
You have.
Okay, so this one, just keep out in Japanese. Would that maybe make her believe us because we were stowaway?
Well, perhaps.
That one, which I don't think will make her trust us anymore.
No.
Not the article, not that article.
She already has the article.
Yeah, Kazuma's diary doesn't mean anything.
Does it?
Unless we showed her it because of the speckled band.
Appeared to be a speckled band, but I don't think that she doesn't trust us.
Right.
So I think
Yeah, I would do that too.
I think I'm gonna do the paper seal.
Go for it.
No consequences, so.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nothing.
Mr. Nerd, you
Frightening the poor girl. I wasn't trying to. Okay, well, maybe we show her the diary. This is the diary of my friend who passed away. His diary? Yes, and he wrote in it last night before he died. Something a little unusual. It reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear faint whistling sound. And then, a few minutes later, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band. I don't understand. It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentions joins to your cabin. You see?
He smells all of the things that goes on.
Well, remember what we talked about last time where they're all connected and Naruhodo's room is the last one and they're all just farting into each other's each other's vent.
Collective fart clouds is drifting from room to room. Maybe he's the first one. Maybe his farts go down the line.
Oh no.
The primary fart.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why his room doesn't smell that bad.
Oh, in other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected to each other together.
Oh.
Miss Pavlova, has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps?
What animal whistles?
A bird?
No. I don't know anything. Oh. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Excuse me, Mr. Roylott.
Oh.
Oh, that was fast.
Yes, what? Wow, she's fast.
Holding the scissors still.
Yeah.
Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to Captain's quarters at once. Please.
Alright, I will come now. I love these two Russian people talking to each other. What? You must live now. Oh no, it's fine. Don't mind
We'll
us.
just stay in your room.
Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylott.
Get out.
The passenger said out, or you want me to throw you out.
It looks like we have to leave and investigating this cabin until later.
What a pity.
Are there like more places on? And so we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside.
Woof.
What?
Oh.
Wow, we were that
so
close.
We're close. Wow.
We played a lot last time.
Yeah, we
so.
did. We had a long session
Yeah.
last time.
Oh yeah, we're saving. Number 3, because we're the 3 amigos.
Aw, yeah.
Amigos.
It's a great movie. Isn't that your like dad's favorite movie?
It's my family movie. Yep.
Aw.
Yep.
It's a good one.
It's a great one.
9th January, SS Burya, first class cabin, passageway.
I wish we hadn't been thrown out like that.
By the way, that person that just logged on, that was Evan from GameStop.
Evan?
Not Evan, Ethan.
Ethan.
Well, he's playing Minecraft. It's probably his kids.
Yeah. He just pops in the stream right now. What'd you say?
What you say
I've been
about
summoned.
my kids?
Yeah.
Somebody said my name. You
I-
came from GameStop, that's me.
Hello.
Hello, I am GameStop.
I am GameStop, Ethan. How can I service?
God, can you imagine just having like the whole GameStop crew back?
No,
Cool.
I'm good. That's so much crew.
There's a lot of people we cycled in and out too.
Yeah.
We'd have to get Ben and Greg.
Oh, get a drink, huh?
We'd have to get Ben and Greg. And will you do
Oh,
me a favor
yeah.
when you come back in? Try and close that door.
Oh yeah. I wasn't there for their era.
Wait, you want a drink? What drink do you want?
No, I forgot I put my drink back.
Oh, you put your drink. Does anybody want sparkling water?
I want sparkling water.
What flavor do you want?
You want flavors?
I have lemon
Mushroom?
or lime. You have mushroom?
Lemon or lime?
No, I just have lime.
Okay.
Lime, blackberry, or watermelon.
Watermelon.
Close all the way, just leave.
Yeah, just close it.
Oh, thank you. It's a buble.
Do you want one?
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. It's a Michael Bublé. I stocked up
Yeah.
Michael
for
Bublé, it is
playing
the season.
for playing.
Sponsored by.
Sponsored by Bublé. Not really. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I didn't get offered a pineapple one.
That's his last one.
That's why.
Shannon's like, man, it tastes like the way sunscreen smells.
The pineapple one?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have not tried the pineapple one. How come yours has a mustache? Why?
Try it.
I will, but why does it have a
I
mustache?
don't know.
Because it's Hanson's. He drew it on.
It does most definitely taste the way
You wanna try
sunscreen
it?
smells.
Sure.
It like specifically sunscreen
Yes.
you get in like, Hawaii.
Yes.
Banana. What's it? Banana monkey? The sun monkey?
Sun bear?
I think you're mixing names. I think it's banana boat, and I think it is sun monkey.
It's sun bun.
Sunbum.
Sunbum.
Sunbum has the monkey on it.
Sunbum. Sunbun.
Banana monkey.
Banana monkey. It's very good. Very good banana monkey.
I bet if I googled banana monkey sunscreen, it'd show.
Oh no, are we holding for banana monkey?
I just proved. Continue.
I wish we'd managed to find some clue as to what was the speckled band might be.
We didn't manage to investigate at all. And I imagine.
Oh, you're so right. Sunbun came up immediately.
Hey.
First two listings are Sunbun. The
Hey.
third one is Banana Boat.
Ah,
So you would have
okay.
gotten either.
Yes.
Wait, that was the first thing that came up when you typed in
Was
sun monkey?
Was Sunbum. Was Banana Monkey.
Banana monkey
sunscreen.
sunscreen.
Banana Monkey sunscreen comes up with Sunbum
Banana
twice.
monkey sunscreen.
And then Banana Boat. So
Can we make a
Sunbun-
new sunscreen where we just combine? We just get a vat. We just combine them together and
Banana
repackage
monkey.
it. Call it banana
There's
monkey.
gotta be some lawsuit for that.
We'll
That's
sell
how
it
that
on TikTok.
works.
It's fine. It's like pink sauce.
Yeah, the pink sauce. Ugh.
Gross.
No good.
But that we won't be able to for a while longer. We'll never get past that sailor guarding the door.
Oh, we should bribe him.
He's clearly glaring at us as if to say, "Don't even think about it."
I love how his midriff showing.
I know.
Little crop moment.
Yeah.
So fashion forward.
Oh, wait a minute.
What is it?
Well, what happened to our great detective friend? Where'd he go?
Oh, yes. He's completely disappeared.
When did he do that? He slipped away as quietly as the wind, but not before ensuring that these cuffs were safely back on my wrist. Alright, well, let's examine him, of course, right? He's gonna yell at us.
Let's look at his little belly button.
Yeah, I want to see the little.
Oh,
is
I
that
can
a
zoom in
belly
on his-
button,
yeah.
Or is that like?
I
That's
can
his
see
belly
the
button.
Because he's got the.
That middle part's his belly button.
He's got the. What's it called?
The V lines?
Yeah.
Why it looks, the proportions look up. His belly button looks low.
That's where his belly button should be.
It's a low belly button.
He's
It is kind of low.
It is.
What?
Yeah.
It looks like right above his hips. Which
Right.
would be
Because, like, look it. The
Okay.
V's going right here.
My hips are here, and my belly button's there.
Yeah,
it's
but-
right above my hips.
Yeah, but the V. The angle of the V
Yeah, V.
would presume that this is private area. The belly button is really low. I feel like it should be here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Melissa.
Thank you.
I don't agree.
It looks like it would be like right here.
I don't
Yeah.
agree.
Like,
Whoever's watching, where should the belly button be?
Well,
Above his belly button or below it?
his shirt doesn't look
Christian,
cropped.
another Twitter poll.
Yeah. His shirt doesn't look cropped. So, like,
Every
why is
time
it
the
so
Twitter
low?
poll happens, I feel like I'm vindicated because people just straight up lie and have multiple accounts that they can vote on.
Yes,
Who's done that?
we've made 50-something accounts just to outvote.
I knew it.
Yeah, it's not that you're wrong.
I knew it.
Nothing.
With your face water. Leftover face water.
Hey, that was not a poll. I understand how bad that was. Okay.
He went low. What? You look like that. You want something?
Hmm?
Maybe you want me to throw you out again.
Oh no, definitely not that.
Next time I have to throw you out, I show you where lobsters spend winter. You understand?
Lobsters spell winter. I understand. Maybe I should steer clear of him until he's forgotten about my face.
I don't think he'll ever forget your face, Naruhodo-san.
Damn, what does that say about my face?
And was that like a compliment or not?
A mystery.
Can we go out here now? Now that he's not guarding that door, right?
Try it.
That door leads to the second class area.
It's locked. I can't open it.
No, well, that stands to reason. No one wants to let the murderer escape.
Oh, your face changed.
Gosh. She gave me a very stern look when she said that. Can I sit on this chair? No.
Can I pretend I'm guarding the door?
Yeah. I guess we just go back inside our room. First class cabin number 1. Yep, that's our cabin.
Not our cabin. It's Kazuma-sama's.
Sorry?
Your accommodation is confined to the wardrobe inside the cabin.
Damn, Susato. Fuck. You know how to make a stowaway feel small, don't you? It's as small as a wardrobe. I've been calling home.
Just like Tyr.
Yeah, deer in the vault.
Closet.
You guys got there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Where did you get to?
Spoilers for people.
Oh, yeah.
Spoilers for
Spoiler
people
alert,
who want to
spoiler
play
alert.
frickin' God of War. If you wanted to play God of War, I made a collection down below. You can watch the whole thing from scratch.
Freya, we escorted Freya to break her curse, and she decided that she's not ready to forgive Kratos, but that she knows who to kill now. And
Okay.
then she goes and has a heartfelt talk with her brother, and he's like, I'll be waiting for you.
Okay.
And then you leave.
So you guys are on the way to break the curse or have broken
We
it?
No,
broke
they
it.
broke it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you fought Nidhogg?
Yes.
How cool was that?
It was so cool, except for Freya every 5 seconds being like, try your shield. Maybe your shield will do something. Use your shield. Is that shield working?
Everybody has the same gripe.
Yeah. Well, she's the worst, I think, out of all of them.
They're all bad,
They're pretty bad.
including Mimir.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mimir's pretty
You're
bad.
on fire.
Yeah,
You're on fire,
you
Kratos.
already knew
Well,
that.
you already know that.
That one's bad. But Freya's was like every single enemy, and her puzzles, like, you didn't even get a chance. You like looked over at the puzzle, and she was like, maybe try this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe your axe could break something.
Yeah.
I've
it's
heard. I've heard a lot of people complain about that. But I don't know if this is true. As you go on in the game, it gets less. It
No.
gets less hand. Okay.
But what they do is they go.
Doo-doo.
They do. What they also do is that they go, look over there. And then you look, and they're not pointing, they're not looking in anywhere particular, and there's nothing over there, and they go, look, over there, but they don't point, so you don't know where to look.
No.
That's
Or
very frustrating.
I forget his name, but like one of the dwarves is like, I think you're missing some loot in this area, but fine. And you're like, where?
With
Where's
Brock
the
and
loot?
Sindri, like they say that?
Yeah, they say that.
Oh, I
We
guess
were like
I never
going
got.
to a
I never
new
got that
area,
dialogue.
and he was
Yeah, 'cause
like,
we always get.
I got everything, I
I
guess.
think you're missing some loot in this area.
Would you mind pointing it out, maybe?
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Thanks for letting me know. Bye.
Anyway, that is where we got. I don't know how far that is.
Okay, that's good. You guys are making progress.
Yeah, you're almost done.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
I wonder if Inspector Hosonaga has managed to uncover any clues. Well, you know he has, but he's put it in his pocket.
Yeah, he's stolen all of them.
He sent them to the house, his house already. He has them in a box ready for mailing.
We should probably find him and ask.
Also, we still don't know why this is on the floor.
Because I have mice.
Oh, it's a mousetrap. My mistake. Okay. Here we go. 9th January, SS Burya. First class cabin. Number 1. Looks like they're still investigating in here.
Yes. On that subject, I wonder if Inspector Hosonaga is unscathed.
What do you mean unscathed?
Surely you haven't forgotten, have you, Narholda-san?
I mean, it's been 2 weeks.
Don't you remember what he said about allowing you out of this cabin to investigate? He was going to talk to the captain about it. He said he'd lay his life on the line for you.
Oh. Yes.
So I don't remember that.
Sure.
But I'm sure he was exaggerating. Let's see what he has to say for himself. He might have some new information for us. You never know. Wait, am I supposed to go find him?
No idea.
Oh.
Oh, there he is.
I think he laid his life down for you.
Oh
Oh,
my
shit.
god.
Hosonaga, you're back.
Inspector!
What happened to you? Your face is...
Please, don't worry about it.
Oh no, he wipes his face, but
They're just scratches.
he doesn't clean off the fucking punch in his face. Made by a bear, maybe?
When I told the captain that I'd given you permission to investigate, he told me he'd pummel me with his fists and then toss me overboard.
But what?
So I punched myself instead. But the pummeling was over in a flash, and he must have decided against throwing me overboard. So it was nothing, really.
It looks like he wasn't joking when he said he'd lay his life on the line if he had to. How much evidence do you think he stole while he was in
All
the
of it.
captain's quarters?
All of it's gone.
Well, thanks to your efforts, we now know a little bit about this neighboring cabin.
Yes, so I understand.
Oh,
I bumped into a man claiming to be a great detective a while ago. I think his name was something like Erdlock Jones. I don't think he was German, though.
Ah, that explains it. Shall we compare notes then? We can tell we can tell you what we found out.
Yes, let's do it.
God, he looks so bad.
his glasses remind... Did you guys know frameless... No, glasses... Just frames like glasses? Like, no lens glasses exist?
What do you mean no lens glasses? Like they're just frames?
They're just half frames that you just put on your nose.
But with no glass
Oh,
in them.
yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. I was like,
It's like a monocle, but not.
no, not even like a monocle. It's just,
it's just a piece of metal that goes like this
like
and
this.
dips like, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There's no glass.
Oh, there's no glass.
No,
What's the point of it?
it's a fashion statement.
I
To just have it like that?
Yup. Let me see.
What?
Just like if I wanted to get glasses and just wear glasses.
You can do that.
Yeah. You can also just wear a piece of wire on your face.
I mean, I guess so. I remember I used to wear a pair of glasses from Urban Outfitters that
Oh,
had
there
no
you go.
prescription in them. And one day I went, oh. I mean, she looks badass.
Yeah, she looks great. I'm just like
I don't get it.
interesting.
Like I wouldn't buy at the store.
Interesting.
That's different than what I expected.
I mean, it's
different.
what you.
It's
you
fashion, I guess.
decide. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it came
From
from people like when people draw glasses and then sometimes they don't make the the lens really
Oh
apparent in the
yeah.
drawings. And
So
then-
they were like trying to match that aesthetic.
that's my theory on it.
I cannot relate to the story. I am blind as a bat.
Same.
Well, I've already talked about this before in a previous get together, but like I've always wanted to wear glasses. Because I think I look better in glasses than without glasses, but
Same with Jeremy. But he does wear glasses.
but he wears glasses.
He does need them.
He does in fact need them.
Jesse, how blind are you? Let's compare blindness.
Blind enough to see people at like thousands of meters in Hunt Showdown on her
Wow.
on her
Damn.
computer.
What? Nikolina Pavlova, she's in the cabin next door?
Oh, you do know who she is.
Please. What self-respecting ballet fan wouldn't know that graceful angel?
He's a ballet fan.
Of course he is.
He's a
He's a connoisseur of
he's a
many things.
cop ballet fan, meat connoisseur who also steals evidence.
He's a supporter.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oops, I think I upset him there.
He looks so bad. His face. Well, that tells us the neighboring cabin is unrelated to the case, at least.
What? How?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Oh? How?
Because angels don't go around committing crimes, do they?
Oh my god.
Oops, now I've definitely upset him.
Inspector, has your investigation in here proved fruitful?
If I'm honest, there's very little more I can do. Our duty is to make sure the scene isn't disturbed, ready to hand over to the Hong Kong police. So I'm just keeping watch here, trying not to take my eyes off the job.
Oh, I see.
Take his eyes off the job, but his hands are on.
There is one thing. I do have a small piece of new information for you.
Why didn't he fucking lead with this? Oh? What?
Yes, do tell us, Inspector. Please.
What is this new information, quote unquote, you have for Inspector?
It's this. Puria's medical officer has finished his examination of the body. I managed to obtain the report.
Oh? Kazuma's post-mortem report.
That's so sad. That's your best friend.
Kazuma-sama.
So what was the cause of death?
Damage to the cervical vertebrae is what's written in the report.
The hit in the back of the spine. His neck was broken? Oh.
His neck was broken.
Yes, it would seem so. There were no obvious wounds or other signs of injury. So at first, I think they were considering poison. But it turns out
Poison for Cusco.
they
Cusco's
found no
poison.
trace of poison in his system at all.
Unless it's the poison that can't be detected by, you know,
Right.
your poison stuff.
Right.
Well, what weapon was used then?
His own sword.
He fell on it. But backwards.
Nothing has been found yet, but the fact that there are no signs of a wound suggests it may have been a blunt object, something that wouldn't leave a mark.
What about a fist? Like your face. Oh,
I mean, they left marks.
I see. But you can see one of his glasses are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of his glasses are damaged.
All the body's nerves run through the spine to the brain. A strong enough impact to the neck could induce death. It is a possibility, and no obvious wound would be left.
Poor Kazuma.
And you were asleep the whole time. I have a second copy of the report. If it might be useful, you're welcome to have it.
Really? Are you sure?
Yes, it's fine. I trust you.
For some reason.
Oh man, he looked so sad when he was smiling at us.
He did.
After all, if I didn't trust you, I'd never have agreed to you leaving this cabin in the first place, would I?
I'm so glad he's the only one that trusts us, I guess. Because
I
even
like him.
Susato was like, I don't know about you.
Yeah. Yep.
Ah,
Dot, 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 dot.
post-mortem report has been added to the court record. A report from the SS Buria's medical officer giving a cause of death as a cervical spine injury. There were no traces of external damage or poison. So let's just like look at it, right? Because maybe we can drill into it. Damage to cervical vertebrae resulting in instant death. Victim's neck was almost certainly broken as a result of a strong blow to the area. No external injuries or traces of poison. Sometime between 1 a.m. and a little past 2. Well, he definitely was writing in his book until 1:35.
Oh, okay.
Because that's in his journal.
Right.
Yeah, 1:35. Could he have been? No. Could he have been like hung? His neck was broken.
Okay.
So, like, could he have like been hung from the grate?
Could he have? But then
Above
somebody
the
would have
wardrobe?
needed to move the body.
How would they move the body?
That's what I'm saying. Somebody would have needed to move his body after they hung him,
Right.
Well, no, they hang him and then they cut the rope.
and then he landed over there.
And
Yeah,
were
he
they
like.
able to write in ink.
Well, I think that you all make really great points.
It's like we're
That's a
detectives.
good.
It's
It's a
like-
good theory.
It's like the
That's-
yeah.
It's something. Oh, Mr. Sholmes was here, was he?
Yes, he seemed to be enjoying himself a little too much as he crept about on the floor investigating. But then he suddenly left. I suppose he must have become bored.
Did he say anything at all?
Actually, now that you mention it, yes. Just one thing, but he practically shouted it. It's shoe polish! It's a shoe polish! That's all he said.
Oh, so now I gotta try to do the accent.
Oh yeah.
Very funny. Shoe polish? I wonder what he meant. It's gotta be the writing on the floor. No, that blood stain?
Oh, maybe.
It was when he was over there by the piece of broken glass. Do you see?
Yep.
Lucy?
Maybe he's talking about this poop stain. Yes.
That's you.
Oh.
Suicide.
Ah.
Maybe Susato's like, maybe he was talking about the poop stain that's over there.
She's just staring at it like.
Talking about poop.
Ah. Perhaps he was talking about this poop stain, Mark. Do you think?
Yes. That must be it.
Do you want me to move this?
Yes, please. Yeah, that's so much better.
Can you still see?
Yes.
You can see all the letters?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you lying?
Yes.
Yes.
I can. If I just move a little bit.
No, here, move it back this way a little bit. I can still see.
Can you see all the letters?
Yes.
I can also move it forward, so then, like that. Is that better for you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good for me.
Yes, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That leaves me cold, I'm afraid. I have no idea.
What is it, Susato-san?
Well, Kazuma-sama was wearing leather shoes with a very dark tan hue.
Dark tan. A sort of dark brownish red, then.
Yes, a little like the color of red wine, but darker. I often repaired them for him.
Oh! Does this mean that this mark was made by the polish on Kazuma's shoes as they scuffed on the floor? So was he dragged? And his new shoes got dragged across the ground?
That's a good question. I wonder if his shoes were on when he died.
He died shoes off. Heartbreak.
That's really all I can tell you at this stage. I should return to my post. My fellow crewmen's eyes are boring into the back of my head.
Wait, you make a good point. Did he die with shoes on?
I don't know.
Oh, we can't see that.
See?
Yes, that might be for the best. Thank you.
Poor Inspector. You look exhausted.
I feel you.
Oh,
Same.
no. Well,
Feel like we can all relate.
I feel terrible that I failed to protect Osagi-san. He was my responsibility. Of course, my pain is nothing compared to yours. You were his friends. The truth is, I seem to have had a heavy head ever since I woke up this morning.
Uh-oh.
Was everybody on this thing gassed? A heavy head.
Ventilators.
That's interesting. My head's still throbbing too.
Why don't you guys say these things out loud?
Yeah. No, we can't talk to him again.
It really is such a beautiful color, this glass.
It looks like whatever it was is broken clean in two. But the other half is nowhere to be seen.
And then there's the brick-colored mark.
Which is shoe polish, according to the great detective you seem to know all about.
I suppose it must be from Kazuma-sama's shoes.
Maybe. But what I'd like to know is, how can the detective be so sure that it's shoe polish and not something else?
Because he's a great detective, of course.
That's hardly a reason, is it? So it's clear that these letters were written with the ink that somehow got spilt on the floor. And they spell a Russian word for wardrobe.
It does seem to be an unambiguous pointer to you, Naruhodo-san, as you were sleeping in there.
But to be truly unambiguous, shouldn't it have spelt out like my name? Like, don't you think?
Well, either way, one fact remains. It's hard to imagine that Kazuma-sama would have written his last words, or word, in Russian.
Which begs the question of who did write it. Alright, what do I want to click on? What do you guys want?
Whatever's not checked.
Yeah, just click on all the things.
Okay. All the books provided to the passengers occupying this cabin, neatly arranged on the shelf.
were all over the place when we looked around, if you remember.
Ah, yes. And you tidied them up, didn't you?
You have to look after the ship's property. Unruly behavior in the cabins leads to damage.
But it really wasn't me who knocked them over.
Well, anyway, I feel much better now that they're neatly lined up. I can't relax when things are untidy.
Hey, but at least you don't steal evidence.
You know, but it would make it tidier.
You, where did you go?
Are you also this guy too?
Yeah, I think I was last time too.
Do you want me to?
Sure, you got it.
Oh no. Never mind. Oh, why? Who gave you permission for this?
I'll see if it's better.
Well, Seaman Osanaga did.
What was Christian's key phrase? Strong like bear.
Yeah,
Bear.
Strong like a bull.
Bull.
Strong like bull.
Strong.
I can't even do that. Strong like bull.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bull.
Bull.
Yes. Strong like bull.
It
Strong.
needs to be chest. Chest influence.
Use chest.
Yes.
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 Okay. We use chest from here on out.
Strong like a
New
bull.
Japanese.
Talk
What
only
accent
like
is this?
Yes.
Later, I will roll him into ball and throw him in cold room.
No, not Osanaga.
Phew. He's gone back to guarding the door.
I hope Inspector Hosonaga doesn't find himself in too much trouble on our account.
He's really gone out of his way to help us, hasn't he? When we get back to Japan, we'll have to take him out for a steak at La Carnival. Why you want to go there?
Right?
A regulation steak?
That could be a very long time from now, Naruto-san.
Okay, so clean up that. That
Maybe vent
poop.
again.
Vent. Oh,
Oh,
undo.
undo. Undo.
So this ventilator joins Miss Pavlova's room. Cabin.
Yes, that's right.
And just a few minutes before he died, Kazuma saw something emerging from it. The speckled band, as he described it.
Has he never seen a snake before?
Probably not. Maybe not. Does Japan have snakes?
Why wouldn't they have snakes?
I don't know. Some animals are not native to places.
It's a tropical island.
Maybe that's why it doesn't have snakes.
Suspicious.
I feel like they have snakes. I feel like they have.
Is it because they have snakes now?
If only Miss Pavlova had been able to shed some light on it. But she seemed as baffled as we were.
Yes. I wonder if she's telling us everything, though.
There are a lot of snakes that are native to Japan.
Native, yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe it's the kind of thing where it's like you see it out of the corner of your eye and you're like, what is that?
Perhaps.
I'm not sure. Because the desk is facing like the other way.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I know most people aboard would say the same thing about me, but there was something about that woman that just didn't sit right with me. This is where Kazuma spent his final moments, writing his diary.
1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound.
So good.
1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
Dangling.
Dangling.
Just dangling.
Dingle dangle.
Dingle
Dingle
dangle.
dangle.
Bingo bongo.
Bingo, ding pot.
It's almost impossible to believe that he's gone.
Kazuma-sama left us a valuable clue in these words. I'm sure of it. We have to solve this mystery, Naruhodo-san.
We will. Case with the thing on it. The thing there. The thing in the light. I guess we just chicken bone, destroyed table, this thing, that thing, sword, broken table, broken latch. That's everything. Maybe we are supposed to... Oops. Don't worry about any of that.
I think the sign on the door next to the door is still...
Oh, I thought we got it. Oh, we didn't.
Did I?
These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Burya.
Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
Also, there's no rule about
Stowaways.
stowaways.
I think that's like just a general before you get on the boat rule.
So by bringing her pet on board, Miss Pavlova has broken the rules.
She called it her friend, didn't she?
Yes, although we don't know what form this friend takes yet.
I'm almost certain that whatever it is, it's inside the traveling case in her cabin.
A friend. There's more to this than it seems, I think. Not that, not that. Can't talk about chicken leg, knife. Think about the board. Can we just talk to Hosonaga now?
I don't know, can we?
No? We've looked at the letters. We've looked at that. Anything you see that I should take a look at?
No.
Maybe we leave?
Try.
Because maybe the guy's gone.
Maybe.
Maybe something happened.
Yep, something's changed. 9th of January, SS Burya, first class cabin. Passageway?
Question mark?
Question mark?
Look, Naruhodo-san. Seaman Stroganoff has gone.
Strong enough?
The burly Russian sailor who's always crossing his arms and glaring at us.
Ugh. All these Russian names are impossible to remember. Strong enough. Tra-la-la! Did you hear that? It sounded like someone singing. It is a fucking bird. Tra-la-la-li-la-li-la-la-la-li-la. That's you. That's all you.
I did it the great detective way.
This caroling. I know that lark-like voice.
Well, never mind that now. It's a golden opportunity for us.
Yes, you're right. We must seize it. Let's get inside Miss Pavlova's cabin while we can and investigate.
Oh, Susato? Definitely. Before that stringy knot crewman comes back. Stringy knot? Stroganoff?
Stroganoff.
It's Stroganoff, not Stringy Knot.
You said that so matter-of-factly, Amy.
Oh, the case is open. Suspicious.
Oh, we about to get bit by a snake.
Plate on the floor. Suspicious.
9th January, SS Burya, first class cabin, number 2. Miss Pavlova isn't back yet.
Let's go through her shit.
Susato-san? Oh. Where's she gone? Hey! What are you doing? Those are our private things!
There's not a moment to waste, Naruhodo-san. We must investigate as quickly as we can.
I suppose you're right. For Cosmo's sake.
Not just for Kazuma-sama.
What do you mean?
It can't be long now until we arrive at port in Hong Kong. I don't want you to be in those handcuffs when we get there.
Aww.
Really? Really?
Really?
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san. By ourselves if we have to.
Yes. We will.
Oh, different.
All right. What are we looking at?
Everything.
Well, what do you want to look at?
Why is the wall messed up?
The wall? Okay. All the books have toppled over together. Look, every single one.
Do you think that's a god of the sea, perhaps? He's toppled over too, though.
It's exactly the same as the bookcase next door. In Kazuma's cabin.
Perhaps Miss Pavlova was practicing a difficult ballet pose and fell against the bookcase?
Yep, that's it.
I don't know. Would she really be practicing ballet on the same night she ran away from her ballet company?
Alright then.
Thank
Keep
you.
your secret. It must have been you. You lost your temper and knocked them all over in a fit of rage.
Yeah.
Not everything bad that happens on this ship is because of me, you know.
Well, anyway, I'll set them all straight again in here too. I don't like seeing things in disarray.
Weird.
The same exact set of books are missing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her open case.
Oh my, Miss Pavlova's case is open.
It's completely empty inside, but according to the great detective's deduction, she was hiding her special friend in there.
Yes, a friend she had to keep secret.
Because you're not allowed to bring animals on board the SS Burya. I wonder what kind of animal she had in there. And more to the point, where it is now. What are we looking at?
Her desk. What's on her desk?
There are just a few books on the desk. Nothing else by the looks of it.
Well, Miss Pavlova only ran away from the ballet last night. She's hardly occupied this cabin for any time at all.
That's true. I wonder what kind of books she likes to read.
Let me see. Yes, I see. It would seem that Miss Pavlova enjoys reading books written in Russian.
Thanks. I think I probably already knew that.
It's rude to ask too much of people, Naruto-san. Kindly remember that.
Plate on the floor.
Oh.
Nothing strange about a plate on the
Strange
floor.
about the plate on the floor.
Apparently not.
Wait, what?
Oh.
I wonder what this little saucer is doing on the floor.
Yes, it doesn't look like it's been dropped. More like put there deliberately.
How does something look dropped? Oh, do you think?
It's like not upside down or something. I don't know.
I see. Do you think there could be a leak in the roof just above here?
I hope not.
What,
On
a
the
leak?
Boat.
Is this ship quite safe?
I'm sure that even if there's a little leak in the roof, it doesn't mean the whole ship is gonna sink.
What do you know?
No, you're right. Of course you're right. But I have played 999. What if we're on the boat and everything's filling up?
What if?
And we're about to drown.
We still haven't played the final one.
Nope. That's lost forever.
Yeah. She's really trying to persuade herself, isn't she?
I guess we could just play it.
We could just play it. We would have to attempt to describe everything in the previous games to Melissa.
Oh yeah.
That game's wild.
Yeah,
I meant
know.
us.
Oh, you and I could play. Yeah, I'm in for
I
that.
wouldn't make Melissa play a third game in a trilogy without anything going on.
Let me tell you, this person gets to put his mind into the later version of him.
What?
There's
Yeah.
time travel and there's robots and there's
I mean, I played
And
like
there's
2 hours
consciousness
of that
and-
game.
Oh,
I
really?
did not see any of that. Yeah, we only got to like right where we were getting through the doors. There's so much dialogue.
Yeah. If you
The whole
got
game's
visual-
dialogue.
Yeah, there's a visual novel.
It's so much.
Visual novel puzzle, yeah. If you want dust puzzles, I feel like Layton would be up your alley.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, if you like the puzzle part.
We can always do that.
It
We
would,
just gotta get through 9 months of this game.
Got it.
it would seem this teapot is empty. I mean, we're doing pretty well. There's only 5-6 cases.
Yeah.
And we're on part 2 of 2.
Yeah.
Like a month and a half later.
Yeah.
What? I didn't freaking read it. I passed out for a second. Hold on.
You okay? You did
So the natural conclusion is that the Russians are a very thirsty people.
Naturally.
I wonder why I passed out.
Or, because Miss Pavlova only came into his cabin last night, she hasn't had the chance to make any tea yet. I mean, it could be either. I'm just saying, I kind of like my idea better.
It's definitely that they're excessively thirsty. I lay 1,000 to 1 on it.
You're rather obstinate, aren't you?
Oh,
Rosa-san?
fuck. Fuck, she just fucked us.
Uh,
Okay, nothing on the walls.
We're gonna read the rules for the 50th time.
oh yeah. just in
Yep,
case
they're
you
displayed in
forgot.
this cabin too. Look, the SS burning over rules of passage. Passage must not keep weapons and the other dangerous objects in the cabin, and pets are also strictly forbidden.
Pets aren't allowed?
What?
What the? Did you guys know this?
Oh my god.
Nobody tell anyone about the knife I'm hiding. I suppose Miss Pavlova realized that she needed to keep the contents of her case a secret after she read this. Her special friend, I mean.
Or it could just be a vibrator.
Could be.
Or it could be.
That's a special
It just
friend.
went
A
on.
lot of people call them their special friends.
Yeah.
I wonder where her friend has disappeared to now.
Well.
Well, maybe
Until
that's
we
why
f-
she doesn't want to talk about it.
Until we find out what's actually in the case, this is gonna be the canonical
Oh,
what
no.
her special
Oh,
friend
no.
is now.
No.
I bet it is.
It's probably
No,
having
no.
fun exploring the ship, I imagine.
Oh no! Oh no! I bet it is. I bet it is.
Oh no.
I just hope Seaman Stroganoff doesn't find it and throw it overboard,
No.
or any of the seamen.
Yeah, none of this
None of the
is to
seamen.
find it.
What if her special friend, again being a a female toy,
Yes.
came into the room and killed Kazuma?
Oh, that was the striped band
Yeah.
Oh!
through the vent
Yeah. It was a toy the whole
the
time.
whole time.
Oh yes, so do I.
Door.
This cabin door is the same simple bolted latch that our cabin door has. If the bolt's drawn across, there's no way anyone could enter the cabin from the outside unless they broke it.
Yes, it's not particularly heavy-duty bolt, is it? But still, it wouldn't slide across on its own accord, would it?
No. And the door is made of metal, so there's no chance of trickery using magnets to unbolt it from the outside. Oh, interesting. I didn't really think about that either.
And it seals up perfectly, too, to stop any seawater from coming in. Or getting out. So you couldn't use the method you told me of passing a thread through a crack around the closed door, either.
God, I was almost certain that was what happened. Damn it.
So close.
I seem to know a lot of tricks for opening doors. I can see why they're starting to suspect me. Starting. Nothing in the case down here, really? In the bed. There's one of these next to the bed in Kazuma's cabin, too.
Yes, it's a bell cord. I can't resist. Ding ding.
Are you fucking kidding me? We're in this room,
Yeah,
like...
someone else's room.
Yeah.
She's like, hold on.
Hold on, I have to...
I must.
have to ring the chime.
The intrusive thoughts.
Listen, she's
they're
not
winning.
perfect.
She barely
She has her flaws.
She barely hesitated there. Just gave it one good tug too.
No, I didn't actually expect anyone to come.
We don't want them to. We're trying to investigate in secret.
I suppose.
So we were traveling.
Naruhodo-san, are you there?
Sorry? I'm right here. Yes, why?
Oh, good.
What does that mean?
I thought you might have climbed into the wardrobe when I wasn't looking.
Haha.
There's no place to
Ha.
My God.
Wow. She's sassy.
Believe me, I don't have some kind of strange compulsion to jump inside every wardrobe that I see, you know?
Well, anyway, I'm not sure anyone could fit inside this one. It's full of beautiful outfits. I suppose they're all stage costumes.
I was rather hoping we'd find Miss Pavlovia's friend hiding in here. But no such luck. So this is the ventilator that connects Kazuma's cabin next door, where all the farts go through.
Yes. Although, what a fool a shipbuilder must be to open a ventilator into another room.
Yeah, really.
Maybe. It's so that if there's a gas leak next door, the occupant of this cabin would notice and raise an alarm. Like if somebody farts in it, and then they know you
Like,
farted.
oh, that kind of gas.
Ding ding! Somebody farted. Or the occupants of both cabins would die of gas poisoning.
Huh. That is a possibility. Anyway, last night, Kazuma wrote that he saw a speckled band coming out of the ventilator. Alright, there's one place. I saw it. Did anybody else see it?
Nope.
I did.
You
but
did?
I already know what you need to check anyway.
Yep,
so.
I know it.
What is it?
The trash can.
Oh.
Always look in every trash can.
Oh.
I suppose every cabin has a waste paper basket.
Shall we have a little look and see what's been thrown away?
Naruhodo-san. It's poor etiquette to go sifting through someone's rubbish, you know.
But what about if her friend is there? Ugh, those eyes. She's looking at me like I'm a piece of rubbish now.
However, these are special circumstances, I think.
Exactly. We have no choice.
So it's not like I do this all the time or anything.
There's hardly anything in here at all.
Oh, well, that's a little disappointing.
What? Really? I was certain it was in there. Whatever it is that we're looking for. I think that's it. Maybe we just leave.
Maybe. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Do we have food? Can we put food out? Like,
Here, doggy doggy.
yeah.
I'd be astounded if...
Astounded, you say?
Yeah, I'd be... There's 100% something in there that we've missed. Okay, what have we missed? We got that.
I remember.
We got the bed? Outfits? The dresser? This thing? That thing?
In the older games, things wouldn't light up for things you could interact with.
Oh my god, it's so annoying.
Oh yeah.
So you just be tap 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 tap.
No.
Oh, on the ceiling. Can't check in the case again. Not the table. Trash can. Can I check the coffee cup? No. I checked the bowl already. What about under the table? If you have any idea.
I genuinely have no clue. I feel like we got everything.
Well, there's 2 notes on the table. I figured that we can grab those, but we can't grab those.
Apparently not.
I'm confused.
It's weird we can't look at the bag.
Yeah, why can't we just look at this bag?
Oh.
That one says actually a set piece.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay, in the bed. I thought you got hopped in bed because you wanted to go to sleep or something. Okay, I am. Am I even in the... It's definitely here, right?
Hallway. Go back out to the hallway.
Go back to the hallway?
Around. Yeah.
Oops. Should look at.
I don't know.
No,
Let's
not
see.
that.
There's maybe a
Not that.
snake
Oh,
on its way back.
Miss Pavlova's cabin.
This could be our chance.
What?
The burly sailor doesn't appear to be around at the moment. We could investigate every last inch of that cabin.
I guess it is something in the cabin.
I'm not sure if we could go that far, but we could certainly do with some looking around more. Sure, we'd learn something.
Oh, there you go.
He's just... God damn.
Oh, it's Mr. Sholmes. Look.
Yeah, wow, you never know where he's gonna turn up next, do you?
He seems to be stealing a look at something as he sings to himself.
We did hear him singing earlier.
Tra-la-la, lira-lira-lay. I did it the great detective way.
He's still singing. Do you think he hasn't noticed us?
Or he's simply in extremely high spirits.
High spirits.
Nay.
Can we get much higher?
Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when the yard bit off more than it could chew.
Scotland Yard.
And through it all, when there was doubt, it's lucky Erlock was about.
Excuse me?
I solved it all, and I stood tall. I did it the great detective way.
Mr. Shams!
What is it? You want to fight?
Always ready to go.
Honestly, interrupting the fellow when he's singing, and I was just about to reach the climactic finish.
I'm sorry, I thought you were never gonna stop, so I figured now is a good time as any.
I've nearly dropped you to the floor with one of my famous right hooks.
Alright, I get the picture.
We've seen Robert Downey Jr. film.
Yep. Now, could you put those fists away?
Oh. Hello.
Sorry,
Hello?
could I put your stuff in the dryer?
Is it not in the dryer?
My bad, out of the dryer.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure. If you wanna, you can throw it in my room if you'd like, just to get it out of the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Or you can throw it in your own room.
I could also throw it in my room.
Mr. Sholmes, you seem to be examining something before we interrupted you.
Ah, yes.
that.
Here, I'm gonna
I
go
was
take it.
immersed in the study of the ship's log, as penned by stockily built crewmen who's usually on guard here.
God.
God.
Guardian. What would that be?
Guardian.
God.
I'm stuck.
So many obstacles. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm coming. I'm rolling to assist. No, you're good. I'm coming.
Thoroughly examine things. 'Cause why
Yeah. What
Oh,
is
it's
that,
a-
do you think?
not? Oh, I know.
Oh.
So I
Well.
can't say. What do you think is
I don't
the
know.
question?
It looks like a bell.
It does look like a bell, doesn't it?
Or something from like a collar. Or. I don't know. It's the hook at the top that gets me.
Like it fell off, it broke and it fell off
Yeah. Suspicious.
something. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I don't know if there's anything else we can look at.
No.
Just a real nice look at those nostrils.
Oh, dead nostrils.
Dead nostrils.
Partner.
Partner. There's
Partner.
the mouth that used to say partner.
Oh, man.
It's okay.
So
I'm sure we'll
sad.
meet another southerner in the future.
I guess so. But he was special.
He was special, wasn't he?
Special. Good old special. Man. But we don't have that many clues. For how much we've explored and looked at, we really don't have that much going for us.
We do have people that we can look at.
Mm,
She is very pretty.
yeah,
She's only 15.
which
Damn.
is wild. I don't know how a 15-year-old is passing as an old Russian gentleman.
She's not.
Yeah, grieves
Absolutely
me
not.
a lot. That's not that many people either. He's 37?
Oh, man. I like how they know the ages. It's
Yeah,
like, sir,
that's-
how old are you? Thank you.
How old is
Writes it down.
Hosanaga? 29.
29.
And a chief inspector? Good for you,
Why is
Hosanaga.
29? How old am I?
You're like, wait.
Wait. I am 3.
Oh my god, the math.
Yeah.
Just to figure out your own age.
Yeah. I think I'm almost 29. 28 now.
Yeah, because your
Almost.
birthday's soon.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, man.
Airlock. 34.
Oh.
Damn, you old.
Yeah, he acted a little strange for his big old age. 16?
Yeah, we're teeny boppers.
What?
Oh, 23.
Hanging out with a 23-year-old?
Mm.
Kazuma? What was going on there? Kazuma. Little suspect.
That's why they stayed in different rooms.
I see. Good.
How old am I?
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Where's my profile page? I want to see my profile page.
I know. It doesn't show up when you pull up your
No.
UMA University pin.
That seems like a hazard.
Yeah. Sure.
And that's the student number. Oh, no.
Oh.
Mistake.
Yeah, I have no idea where this is going. I do know that it's likely a snake,
A snack.
but I don't know why she has a snake or why it's possibly linked to this
To do
murder.
his death.
Yeah.
What do you think's going on with this guy's weird?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Biff Stroganoff.
He just decided to suntan the wrong way with the banana monkey.
Yeah.
He put the banana monkey wrong.
Yeah, well, it turns out Banana Monkey's not an SPF. That's why.
What happened?
He didn't use banana monkey correctly.
I
That's
didn't?
why he has them.
Oh, yeah, yeah. All good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what are we doing?
I'm just waiting for you.
Oh, you just didn't continue?
No.
You guys could have continued.
You don't know the story.
I don't, but I mean, you guys could have filled me in. Last time on
the
Dragon,
VOD later.
I can watch the VOD. You know, last time on Dragon Ball Z kind of thing.
Yeah, totally.
All right, what are we doing?
We're still talking. Oh, I was immersed in study of ship's log, as penned by the stockily built crewman who's usually on guard here.
Oh, yes. The ship's log.
And did you find out anything useful from it?
Well, after 2 a.m. this morning, the majority of the entries are blank.
Which means that there was nothing to report. Nothing of note happened, so...
Ha ha, you stupid. You truly are a student from the land of the rising sun. You've been utterly blinded by it.
What does any of that mean? Sorry?
Your logic, my boy, is inverted.
Oh, whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes?
Observe the other pages, and all shall become clear. It would seem the same crewman oft stands sentry in this first-class passageway, and he has an almost religious practice of recording nothing to report every half hour.
Oh, so he writes in that every 30 minutes?
Nothing to report?
Precisely. Put simply, the seaman writes nothing to report when there is just that. And yet, the ship's log from last night is largely blank. He didn't even write nothing to report.
Do you mean?
Yes, there were circumstances afoot last night which led to the seaman being absent from his post.
What kind of circumstances? What happened?
Well, everybody was knocked out.
Well, yeah,
It
we know
seemed.
that some people were knocked out. We also know that the ballerina was snuck on board last night, and we know that the crewman knew about it.
And she somehow snuck aboard without them stopping at a port.
Right.
Without them stepping on port. See, that's the one thing that, I don't understand is how, they must have boated. Oh.
She was an angel.
No.
In the sky.
No,
What
yeah,
if,
that's right.
what if they knocked everyone out for a full day?
Oh.
Got the girl on the boat, and then she was there on the boat when they all woke up. They gassed the whole boat.
Oh, interesting. How
But
was
then
Cosmo
how was,
awake?
yeah, how was Cosmo awake?
Well, maybe that was the day before.
But he had entries of the time
Yeah,
in his
but
diary.
so everybody's now they're in the middle of the ocean, right?
Yeah.
So right now they're thinking it's the 9th.
Yeah.
But what if it's actually the 10th?
Right. I don't know.
They'd be super hungry.
Yes.
Well, they definitely got gassed in some way, right?
Also, the captain would know what date it is.
We haven't talked to the captain.
Yeah, but
But he's
aware.
saying he's part of the sneaking her on
Oh,
board.
I see, I see.
So-
Yeah.
That remains a mystery for now, but we can be sure something significant took place. So significant that it caused the seaman to forget his regular habit of scribing nothing to report in the log.
Do you think he looks forward to those? He's like, oh, it's finally time to write
Yeah.
nothing.
Yes. These are important details. I would stake my life on it. You must log the ship's log in your mental file.
In the mental log.
Yeah. At the boardwalk, you used to have to write something every, so often into a, little record, and we used to really look forward to doing that on our rides. Because you have nothing else to do.
Oh.
So, yes. I'm sure he was.
The ship's log has been entered in the court record. A record kept by the crew assigned to the first-class cabin area. There are virtually no entries from 2 a.m. until early this morning. Now that deduction was worthy of a great detective.
Ah, you're starting to understand what my way is, I see. What makes Sholmes. Brilliance! Oh, ouch.
What is it? Are you hurt?
Oh, don't worry yourself. I seem to be afflicted with a throbbing head this morning for some reason. Nothing more.
Is nobody questioning this?
I know, for real.
They just went to everyone one by one and just knocked them out.
Yeah, they hit everyone in the back of the head with a crowbar.
But Kazuma had a weak brain.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he had strong brain.
Oh, it fought
He
back?
stayed awake, and then they came in and they beat him to death.
Well, my friends, until our next
Invisibly.
encounter.
Bye.
Did he take the book? Or we took the book? He's still singing to himself. I can hear him as he wanders off down the passageway. Something wrong, Susato-san? You seem lost in thought.
It's just, well, I feel the same.
Sorry?
Ever since I woke up this morning, I've had something of a headache. A sort of continuous throbbing.
Oh, you too.
A mystery.
Nothing here. Maybe we go back in the room?
Uh-oh.
Ding ling 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 Shut down the engines immediately. Vessel sighted off quarter of mile force.
I like how it's already making its own sound effects. And
Yeah.
Yep. Full stop. Hard to starboard. All hands. Brace for impact.
Oh, brace for impact. Titanic.
What the?
I think we're about to crash into another ship.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh! I can't stand.
Susato-san, hold on to me. Ah! Gesundheit.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Excuse me.
Susato-san, are you alright? Are you injured at all?
Nah,
Gesundheit.
I'm just a little sleazy. Thank you. Excuse me. I think I'm fine. Thank you, Naruhodo-san.
The books are falling in the exact same way.
Yup.
Did this happen last night?
It looks like we avoided a collision.
Bless you.
Ooh,
Bless you.
excuse me. I think.
Yes, the ship has come to a stop.
Oh my goodness. What about you, Naruhodo-san? Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Hello? Is anybody in there? Shout if you need assistance. Oh, that sounds like...
Inspector Hosonaga.
Oh, okay.
Is that you in there? Naruhodo-san? Unbolt the door, quickly.
What? The bolt.
Oh, I got bolted.
Oh. So they came in, they dragged his body in.
Mm-hmm.
They killed him elsewhere, they dragged his body in. Then, when the boat tipped a little bit, the door latched itself.
Oh, so you think the tilting happened after the death?
Yes.
Post-mortem.
Yes. Well, he was definitely dragged in there, right? Because the shoe polish on the ground.
Right.
I feel.
Maybe he saw the snake, left the room to ask the captain about the snake. They were like, he knows. And we need to kill him.
And then they killed him. The captain killed him. He's in on it.
Yes. Yup.
Oh, no.
It's the captain
No.
of the SS Buria.
Shargos, no.
No! Don't talk about Captain Shargos. He was my best friend. One day he'll be back.
One day.
What? The bolt?
Look at that.
The door's bolted? How did you do that, Susato-san?
No, I didn't touch it.
Well, that's strange. How did... And... Look at all the books. They're all just like they were before again.
Naruhodo-san, aren't you going to open the door and let the inspector in?
Why?
Better tidy this place up first.
No.
Yeah, that's stupid.
No.
You're doing the stupid thing. Our violent emergency stopped. Stop. Had solved one mystery, at least. A very vivid way. But I knew that what had awaited us on the other side of the cabin door would not be pleasant. I hurried around and tidying up the cabin with a new sense of foreboding in my heart. What?
Da?
Okay.
Das Vidanya.
Das Vidanya. Anastasia.
Okay. Oh, is there another murder right now?
Uh-oh.
Did she get murdered?
Uh-oh.
By the other boat?
Not the
By the
ballerina.
other boat?
By the other boat?
No, this is where the assassin comes in. On the other side of the newspaper.
I can't imagine that she would assassinate anybody, right? Like, she's probably not the killer.
I don't know.
Maybe she had those scissors.
She did. She cut his spine.
Ugh.
9th January, SS Buria. Miss Pavlova's cabin. If that is the correct date. Somehow the door to the cabin we were in ended up bolted after we made an emergency stop. Susato-san took a deep breath and gently slid back the bolt. Like a gun.
No.
You? What are you doing, Miss Pavlova's quarters? You both look unhurt. Good.
He looks so sad.
Yes, we're fine. Thank you. What on earth happened? We heard something about we were going to collide with another ship?
Yes, it appears to have been a false report, though.
Oh, how did that happen?
There's a dense fog outside, so it's extremely difficult to see. Someone must have thought he saw a ship ahead. This person obviously triggered the alarm, and that's why we made an emergency stop. Everything is chaos. Passengers are screaming. Crew are running everywhere. This first-class area is the only quiet part of the ship at the moment.
Yeah, because there's a dead guy and us.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
Someone triggered the alarm? Does that mean that someone pressed that button outside? Ah! You! Strong like bull.
Yeah.
You wicked intruder. Intrudel? Oh, it's Strudel. Okay.
Strudel.
You wicked Strudel. Dressed all in black, you are a devil. Sorry? Me? I've been called a lot of things before, but devil is a first. You opened my traveling case. How could you? What? No. We didn't touch it.
That's
right.
right, Miss Pavlova.
Meow! That's right.
It was already open when we came into your cabin.
We looked through other things, though.
Yep, we looked through everything
Inspector.
else.
Yes?
Arrest this man. I know he did it. He's a criminal. It is not enough that he has killed a man.
Da! He is a stowaway as well. If Vixen promises not to steal chicken, do you believe? Strong like bull.
It's a fucking chicken.
Is it a chicken?
If Vixen promises not to steal chicken. Ugh. Take him away. He's a trespasser as well as everything else.
Stowing away, trespassing, killing. She is right. You are devil.
It doesn't look good, does it?
There is cell below deck. Throw him in.
I'm surprised he wasn't there from the start, to be honest.
Tomorrow we dock in Hong Kong. Then we give straight to police.
Wait, a cell?
Please, Inspector Hosonaga, is there nothing you can do?
This man's been beat up
This
already.
is a Russian vessel. I really have no jurisdiction here. After my last effort to appeal to the captain's good nature, I think I'm out of options.
You could try again and get your ass beat.
This is terrible.
This is a real crisis. I've got to find a solution. Immediately. What do we want to click on?
What the fuck?
I think,
Excuse me? What is this? Are you fucking kidding me?
Sherlock Holmes! Hanging on your wall.
What the? What are you doing up there? Fuck. Mr. Sholmes!
Okay. Naturally, I was analyzing what a weight of 20,000 rubles feels like on one's
I
head.
just wanted to wear it.
Oh my god.
So he was climbing on the wall.
Have I not told you that as a detective it is my business to know what other people do not?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I never thought that's what I would see today. Is Sherlock Holmes hanging on the wall.
With the tiara?
Yeah, with a tiara.
Oh yeah. This isn't mere tomfoolery, my boy. Oh no, no.
Well, why were you hanging from that hook before that?
Isn't it obvious? To properly assess the weight of the 20,000 rubles, naturally.
If I was looking in one direction and looked in another direction and saw a friend of mine hanging from the wall like that, I would just fucking,
gripping the
I would
coat
just
hanger.
fucking pass out and laugh myself to death.
That's good old Sholmes. I wish to determine if it would bend that conceited-looking hook on the wall, so full of brag and bounce.
What the fuck? I never know when to take this man seriously or not.
Guessing.
You again, the great detective. Ah, Inspector. I confess I've been looking for you. I have something to report to you most urgently. Well, you might try looking for me somewhere other than a hook on the wall next time.
He's looking at the wall.
What is to report? Speak!
I love that you have three characters in this scene.
An urgent report from a great detective can mean but one thing. Yes. The case of the curious murder that took place last night, here on this vessel, the steamship Burya, has been solved by me, naturally.
What the fuck, man? Who? The.
But
What?
Really?
yes, I have eliminated all other possibilities. No other explanations exist.
Excuse me, sir?
So, allow me to illuminate all your minds. For I am about to reveal my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case.
Great.
Great.
At least this music is dope.
It is good, actually. Ha! You have solved it! Even Hedgehog understands this case.
Oh, she's keeping a hedgehog.
We all knew it was responsible for killing student boy this morning when we found Criminal in wardrobe.
Criminal. That's good.
Curare.
Curare.
Alright.
It is stowaway. He has handcuffs to prove it.
I didn't do it.
The trouble is, there doesn't appear to be anyone else who could have killed the victim.
There's plenty of people!
Because, as everyone knows, the cabin door was bolted shut.
We just solved that!
Inside.
We just solved that.
But they haven't yet.
That means the culprit must be someone who was inside the cabin.
Yes, it's what's called a locked room mystery in detective stories.
Ah! Locked room! That's his point.
The room was locked. Well, I can't deny that. There's no way the bolt could have been drawn across from the outside of the cabin.
You are all quite mistaken. The cabin next door is not a so-called locked room at all.
What? Nani?
Oh yes, there is another entrance. An entrance used last night by the culprit in order to gain access to the cabin despite the bolted door.
Is he gonna say the window outside?
Maybe this is an event.
What other entrance? We never discovered one.
Why, it gapes open-mouthed at you even as we speak. The ventilator, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Told you.
She's got it on point.
We said this shit in the last session.
Yeah,
like,
we said it in like the first 5 minutes.
Anson, you know these
The
games.
ventilator?
You gotta get all the steps.
You think this is funny? I cannot even put my arm around that hole.
Around the hole.
Through the hole.
That's because your arms are as thick as tree trunks.
Biff, Stroganoff.
You're suggesting that the culprit entered and left the victim's cabin through that tiny opening? It's not possible.
But it is. And last night, the victim even witnessed the intruder, the act of passing through the ventilator.
Mr. Sholmes, do you mean? Are you referring to the words Kazuma-sama wrote in his diary? 1:23 a.m. I can hear a fan whistling sound. 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grid.
I miss that guy.
Precisely,
So do they.
my dear madame.
So do they.
What does it mean? What is a speckled band?
The answer to that particular conundrum is in this very cabin. Goggles on.
Swim goggles.
Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing?
There is a distinct element of danger. Fear not, I am ready. What I am about to expose for you all is to see will shock you to your cores. Behold, a snake.
Ah! What the? What the?
Oh, that's why he has the bands.
Is that why he has the bands on his face? Because he has
Yeah.
the snake?
Yeah. Da. Allow me to introduce you all to the band. The Speckled Band.
A snake?
Indubitably.
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 Indubitably. Mr. Sholmes, just one thing.
Pray, what troubles you?
Well, that snake. It isn't really speckled, is it? Looks more stripy, wouldn't you say?
Yes, you're right. I think in this case, you'd have to call it the striped band, wouldn't you?
You both see and observe with distinction. However, do you not think that is precisely the trap into which the culprit wishes you to fall?
Oh my goodness, really? It's a trap.
How exactly?
I think perhaps it is time I explain the intricacies of my train of thought.
Do tell.
Could you have a snake in Russia? Too cold. Like year-round cold.
Wait, they don't have like warm months? Do snakes not like cold?
No, they're cold-blooded.
Oh yeah.
Even the snakes in the desert, they burrow under the sand to keep their warmth
that's
in.
why she had to leave Russia.
Because her and her snake were too cold. Okay.
The main reason.
Yeah. Are you ready, Miss Pavlova?
I don't put it past this game to make that the reason why she left.
Yeah.
Not at all. I'm sorry for the young man who died, but that is all. His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me.
Nothing. There are two conclusions I have drawn from the facts. Number one. Last night, your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. And number two, that same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life.
But we already know that's not right. He had no poison in his blood.
The poison.
And his spine was broken.
Maybe the snake squeezed the spine.
Maybe. She's turned as white as a bowl of rice again. Sholmes must be right. He's hit the nail on the head. No, he's wrong! Ryunosuke, please!
This young woman's friend killed Mr. Osagi?
Oh no, her friend.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
I think he's like mumbling.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He looks like he can't speak with the snake coil around his head.
I would advise as little movement as possible, Seaman. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck. So, everyone, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular.
Oh no. Oh, this again?
The great deduction. The game is afoot. Topic 1. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder's identity.
Miss Pavlova, moments ago you claimed the following. His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me. Yet, you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain.
What was that?
No idea. And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So, we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night? Why, naturally, it was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance. Without doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent we see before us.
Okay, she seems to not. That seems to be wrong. This is not her friend.
Right. Yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary. The victim's written observations on the night in question tell of a speckled band. Whereas, regrettably, this specimen's markings do not fit that description in any way. What explanation can we then give, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night?
What did she just put in her pocket?
No idea.
No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with any of this.
Oh, but it does! You have the answer to this quandary, even now, hidden behind your back. Yes, that which you are trying, but failing, to conceal can only be the snake's sloughed skin.
You sloth.
Wait, what? She has the shedding from the snake?
Evidently, after the subtle and horrible crime, this most deadly friend of yours shed its original skin. No.
Are you fucking kidding me? I don't know what you're talking about.
Last night, through the ventilators visible in this cabin, your then speckled friend slithered next door. Using the bell cord on the other side as a bridge, the serpent silently descended into the victim's quarters. In the dim light, it appeared to the young gentleman who something about to lose his life as a speckled band.
Do I have dead pixels on my monitor?
Uh-oh, you better not.
No, it was just that screen. Weird.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Oh, I definitely did.
In summary, the nature of this friend of yours, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a rare breed of snake whose markings change each time it sloughs its skin.
No, Shams,
A
please!
snake so dreadful, it can only imagine it would be found in the deepest depths of India.
Shams! What the fuck, man? It's not India!
A beloved speckled snake. Topic 2. How Mr. Asogi died.
Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life, and why? According to the data of which I have been apprised, it would appear that there were no visible signs of injury. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom.
We already know this! Damn it!
Now, if we take that as a fact, we can reasonably imagine that there's remained evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime.
Oh no. Could there be?
Yes, an examination of the deceased body will prove the cause of death conclusively. Booty.
There's so much wrong with this.
The almost
point.
but not quite imperceptible puncture wounds left by the venomous fangs will seal the truth. Yes, the vestiges
No.
of the snake bite delivered by your terrifying friend. No.
This makes no sense.
She's just like, you're just shouting nonsense at me. I don't understand.
When does he stop? There is no point in feigning ignorance, Miss Pavlova.
Yeah, when is this deduction over?
After the incident, you endeavored to hide everything, didn't you?
Where's she looking?
But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you
What
chose.
does she have in her pocket there?
No idea.
That's the
Newspaper?
newspaper that we did in the last.
Oh, okay.
That's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that traveling case. When When we first met in this cabin, it came to my attention that your case moved periodically. Your serpent assassin was restless inside, no doubt. You don't. It is telling that the victim made note of a low whistling sound that he heard minutes before his end. That was your signal, was it not? The sound you had used to train your serpent friend.
To train?
Indeed, you put the serpent through this ventilator. And wait, after a period you summon it back with a whistle. You couldn't know if the animal had done its duty, so you would listen for signs of life next door. If the victim appeared not to have been dispatched, you'd release the snake once more.
Get him again. Again.
What in the
Double tap.
world?
Do you deny this snake has undergone such training?
What?
Yes.
Sholmes. It's not true.
Having slithered through the ventilator and down the bell cord, the creature needed only to sink its fangs in once. And its venom would course
I
through
do
the
see a
victim's
line.
veins, ending his existence
Yeah, you see that?
forever.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too.
It's back.
That is the true nature of the speckled band that took for something. There
Oh.
can be no doubt. My logic is infallible.
It's venom that ending his existence forever.
Sure.
Conclusion. Death by a venomous snake.
No, we already know it's not venom. We know it's not poison.
Thus concludes Erlock Sholmes' great deduction of the speckled band.
Oh, so bad. All of it's so
Everyone's
bad.
so impressed by how bad it was.
Miss Pavlova has trained her pet snake as a killing machine. There on the floor, you will observe a saucer of milk. The promise of food is the key to training any creature.
Yep, snakes are notoriously in
In-
love with milk.
Incredible. You've solved the mystery.
Amazing. Your great deduction really lives up to its name. I see now why Herlock Sholmes has become such a household name.
My dear man, it was nothing remarkable. As the Russians say, I could have done it with one left hand.
Could I venture an opinion, Mr. Sholmes?
But of course, what's on your mind?
It's just about your deductions before. Some things don't quite make sense to me.
I welcome questions as to my method, and will answer both loudly and proudly.
Of course you will.
Oh, well, good. First of all, snakes are egg-laying creatures, part of the reptile family.
You are well informed, madame.
And reptiles, don't drink milk.
Ah,
It's really only mammals that like to drink milk, you see. So, I'm not sure it would be possible to train a snake using milk as a reward.
Is that...
no matter. No doubt Miss Pavlova used some other treat to encourage a pet to do her bidding. Milk was merely an example. The logic holds.
Well, there is something else. Snakes have no ears.
Ah,
Yes, so I'm not sure it would really be possible to signal a snake by whistling.
madame. What of the tales from Arabia?
Oh, of the flutes?
The snake charmers.
Have you not heard of the snakes that dance to the sounds of a flute?
I think perhaps the performers play their music in time with the snake's natural movements.
Oh, I see. No hands, no feet, no ears. These creatures are so inept as to be practically useless.
Don't take it out on the snakes, Mr. Sholmes.
There is one other thing.
You have more?
Snakes use the scales on their bellies to propel themselves. So, I'm not really sure that a snake could manage to climb up a flat bell cord like the ones in those cabins.
Then it should try harder.
Please, don't be angry with me, Mr. Sholmes. The point is, even if the snake had gone through the ventilator to the next door cabin, it couldn't have come back without help. What I'm trying to say
Somebody pulled the snake back.
is that there are a number of reasons why it's difficult to imagine the snake could have had a part in this. I think we need to step in and help again, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh no, you don't mean.
Yes.
Yes. We need to modify Mr. Sholmes' latest deductions and turn them into the great ones they ought to be.
I had a feeling that this was coming. Alright, let's give it a try.
Just what I was waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, right.
So, cast your eyes down to your wrists again.
What? God damn it! You've done it again! Handcuffs are gone! I would keep my hands like T-pose, and I would just T-pose the whole time. Where did they go? Oh yeah.
Fear not, I shall see they're restored after our work is done.
I really wish you'd just leave them off.
Now, everyone, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular.
Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes! Judge's identity, the beloved speckled snake. You don't need to read this. Okay, that was a thing. How do I do a thing with that?
Keep going.
Oh, it'll prompt me?
That.
Aching heart. She does have a pain expression on her face.
Yes, that's true. She looks as though Kazuma-sama's death is weighing heavily on her mind.
Wait, you're not sure Mr. Sholmes has read her quite correctly. Is that it? Could there be some other way to interpret her expression then?
Let's take a moment and really look very closely at Mrs. Pavlova as she very nicely stands very still for us to look.
Oh.
Oh,
Let's get a good look everywhere.
claw scratch. What if... Here's another thing. They gassed everybody, right?
Yeah.
And he fell on the floor.
Yeah.
And then something fell on top of him and crushed him.
Ooh. Maybe.
The question is
Oh no,
Also-
maybe his sword.
Why did he write a word in Russian?
I still don't think he wrote this word in Russian.
But there's ink on his finger. And
Well-
his finger's all like laying in it.
Yeah, but I think that he was dragged into that room. And then the room was locked from the outside. Then everything I just said doesn't make sense.
Oh, Naruhodo-san, look. That looks like a very painful wound.
Looks like a scratch made by some kind of small animal. Is it a cat?
Yeah, I wonder if the snake isn't her pet.
It's not her pet. No way.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Because she didn't, like, say its name or recognize it in any way.
Right.
Fairly recently, too.
Well, whatever scratched her doesn't appear to be around here.
Oh, present. Wrong button. Everything's wrong.
Yes!
Yes, when you recall those horrid events, the claw scratch smarts with pain. Smarts?
Indeed. A simple observation reveals that the wound is fresh.
Ugh. Miss Pavlova, did you in fact receive that scratch sometime last night? Ugh. When I think about the young man who died next door, I feel so sad. And when I am sad, the pain from this wound is worse. I think this is continuing.
That.
Alright. It seems likely that that scratch mark on the back of Miss Pavlova's hand was made by this friend of hers, doesn't it? God, I hope it's a chicken. It's probably a cat, but I hope it's a chicken. Except, snakes don't have claws, do they?
No, they don't. They don't even have hands or feet on which claws might grow. Or ears. Or ears.
Well then.
Or hands might grow.
If that snake isn't her pet, then what is? What's the true identity of this friend of hers?
We should follow her gaze, Naruhodo-san. That's where we'll find the answer.
Oh, the pet.
The belly button. Zoom in on the belly button.
It's too low.
Oh, there's his pet! There's the pet! It's right there!
No!
No.
Yes!
Oh, it was not right? You were looking at this framed photographic print, weren't you, Miss Pavlova? Let's not be distracted by the print itself. Oh no. It's the frame that is your friend, isn't it? Because it's so beautifully displayed. What? Are you fucking kidding me?
What precisely was your intention with that, Mr. Naruhodo?
Just the natural progression of the deductions. Sometimes the truth hurts.
Well, the truth is, you do not have a turn for observation or deduction. Did that hurt?
Yes. A lot.
What? Did you not click the right thing?
You have to examine it, I think. Now you can skip this word. Zoom! Enhance.
Oh, so annoying. We got fucked on a technicality.
Yep.
Oh, what a familiar looking thing.
Belle. Look at the little bell.
Oh, you're so cute.
Ah, look at the photograph. Look at this photograph. Wait, is that what he just said?
Look at
Look at the photograph. Okay, well, not quite.
Look at this.
This must be something Miss Pavlova brought with her when she ran away.
She is exceptionally beautiful, isn't she?
Yes, that's true. But personally, it's a little black creature she's holding that caught my eye. Maybe we better take a closer look at this.
Little kitten.
Look at the little cat Miss Pavlova is cuddling here.
Oh, what a cute little kitten.
Oh, it's just you.
It could ride with you, couldn't it, Naruhodo-san? For the blackest outfit.
A black kitten. And from the look of this picture.
It's the bell! It's the bell! It's the fucking bell!
Yep, you got it. Miss Pavlova seems very attached to it. Alright. Present.
Yes! Her friend's been missing. That's why she's so worried.
Yeah. Without doubt, your friend is the little kitten we see before us.
Yes, the scratch on the back of your hand makes that abundantly clear.
Oh no. Oh no. The whereabouts of this black kitten isn't clear, but what is clear is that you brought the animal with you when you ran away, didn't you? Duh! Darka is my best friend.
Yeah.
It's a black cat named Darka. I couldn't leave her behind.
Darker would appear to be a Russian blue.
No, that doesn't make sense. That's
No.
not right.
Nope, it's not.
Russian blues are gray.
Yeah.
Dark gray?
And yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary.
Unless that picture is black and white.
No, well, it might
Kind
be.
of black.
Yeah. The victim's written observations on the night. Oh, we saw this.
We didn't see this.
No. This specimen's markings do not fit that description in any way.
This would
Yeah.
This we give. Okay, so so what she's hiding is not the skin of a snake.
The skin of a cat.
Is she hiding the cat? Is that the cat?
No, my guess is like it's a leash or collar.
Did you
Did
see?
you see that? She just took something out of her pocket and hid it behind her. Why would you take it out of
Yeah, literally.
If she just left it in her
Yeah.
pocket, no one would have known. Okay, bye Jesse.
Good night.
Thanks for hanging out. Till tomorrow.
Oh, yes. Boys like that are Mr. Sholm's specialty. He's ever so cleverly forced her to reveal something.
You have an interview tomorrow?
Ooh, interview. Good luck.
Yeah, you got this. I believe.
Nice.
Go get him. I thought deduction was a specialty, but maybe he's making me believe that that's the ploy.
Anyway, I find it hard to believe that that's the skin of a snake.
Which, in this case, just what was Miss Pavlovia hiding behind her back? Is it? No, it's
Click
not.
on it. Investigate it.
Well, it is speckled, and it's a band, but what is it? It seems to be soft and fluffy, like a long piece of cloth of some sort. And it looks like a handle at one end? Oh, it's a fucking cat toy.
I think it may be a cat's toy. This sort is common in the West, apparently.
Oh, damn. I was right. How is that a toy for cats?
Cats like to chase the band around and paw at it. Kittens in particular love that sort of play. You only need to wave it in front of them, and they pounce to catch it.
That sounds positively adorable. So now I present that.
Yes!
Yes, the thing you are trying, but failing conceal, is, a cat's toy.
Precisely, and the true nature of the now infamous speckled band.
So did she think that the cat went through the grate and into the other room and she was trying to get it back?
Potentially. And it was this toy that you dangled through the ventilator.
Maybe you're right. Maybe he left to go get the cat back. They found out he had a cat and they beat him to death?
Ooh. And then put him back in his room?
And then dragged him back in his room to make it seem like nothing had happened? I mean, he's a respected individual, so...
But she also had to get snuck on the ship without going to port, which likely explains why all the books were shifted, because the boat had to emergency stop.
Yes.
But that could have only happened after he died, because that's what locked the door again. But so then how is she in there with her speckled toy?
Well, is that assuming that he was killed in the room or dragged in the
It
room?
doesn't really matter, because either way the room was locked with his body inside, and the only way that probably happened was because of the boat coming to an emergency stop.
Yes. The timing of that's very strange.
Yeah. So I don't understand. I do not know.
I need more.
We need more. You waved it around, I presume. Naturally, the victim could not fail to notice it.
But why? For what reason?
My dear boy, there can only be one answer to that. After her feline friend disappeared through the ventilator into the neighboring cabin.
Choked him to death.
Miss Pavlova attempted to use the speckled cat's toy to incite the creature to return.
Ah.
In summary, the nature of this friend of Miss Pavlova, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a blithesome Russian blue breed of cat by the name of Darka.
Go. Kya.
A truly troublesome feline young Darka is proving to be. She must be caged once found. You will forgive us for borrowing the photograph of your pet, Miss Pavlova.
A photograph of Miss Pavlova and Darka has been entered into the court record. The photograph of Miss Pavlova and her friend, a kitten named Darka. The tiara she would wear on the stage can also be seen. Come on in. Hello.
Oh,
Careful. Is there room for everybody? I don't think is Tyler here?
No, Tyler's not here.
Oh, okay. Come, take a seat.
There's so many cars out there.
Yeah, there.
There's a lot of cars. There's about to be one more, permanently.
Oh shit! What's going on?
Brandon is moving. He needs. Brandon is moving, and he needs a space to put his car.
Oh,
He's
put his
moving
car.
No, not here. He
Oh.
just needs a space to put his car.
Oh,
I see.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so his car is gonna be in the parking lot.
Got it.
It was after I gave her food last night
thank you for the errands.
that it happened. She scratched the back of my hand, then ran up the bell cord. Before I could do anything, she had disappeared through the ventilator. Darka, she is so naughty. A beloved kitten. Solved! Topic 2. Death by venomous
He
snake.
still died from venomous
Yeah.
snake bite.
Yeah. And we still don't know why there's a snake. Moving on to the
Oh,
matcha.
I'm just skipping it.
We saw it.
Yep.
Is there a cup?
What happened?
Oh, I thought I put mine.
Oh, I threw it.
Oh, you're right. Gotcha. Thank you. What Mr. Trump says is true. There were no signs of a wound anywhere on Kazuma-san's body.
Maybe he slipped on the cat and broke his back.
No, and the cat squished.
He squished the cat. The cat's under him. That's right. But Mr. Shum seems to be unaware of one very important detail. Kazuma wasn't poisoned.
Yes, it would seem so. Let's give him the information he's missing now.
He wasn't poisoned, right?
Yes! Take this! Yo. Yo!
Yo!
What's up?
Coming to hang out? How's the work coming?
I did everything I could.
Yay.
Great job.
Because they like lock stuff.
Yeah.
Which is fucking sucks.
The paywall that you pay with time.
Yeah.
What?
Because they like don't want you to work ahead because they're like.
They don't want you to do all your work in one
You should be
week.
able to do whatever
They
you
also
want to do.
exactly, but they also expect people to be like 22, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm a big deal.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It is what it is.
Lame. But now you get to hang out. So,
How's it going?
It's good. We're making our way through this case. Herlock Sholmes is fucking imbecile. Well, I shouldn't say that he's an imbecile, right? Because he didn't actually know that we had a post-mortem report. We just gave it to him. So
But he also just assumes.
he assumed a lot of shit.
Assumes things.
He assumed a lot of shit. You want to come sit? No? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by the post-mortem report.
ah, yes. I knew it was one or the other.
Duh. He's Nicholas.
Indeed, the breaking of the cervical vertebrae is fatal. Only that Goliath would be strong enough to survive that.
Look how thick his neck is. It couldn't squish it.
Seaman Stroganoff isn't some immortal freak, you know.
The jury is out. Anyway, we have on good authority that the victim's neck was broken. Now, if we take that as fact, we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime. We saw that too.
Oh no, could there be? Could he have slipped on my cat?
Well, that's what that bell is.
Yeah?
Oh, the poop mark is from the cat.
Oh no. He slipped on the cat's poop.
No!
And it killed him. He broke his back.
What a way to go.
He wrote wardrobe to make sure that he came out to feed him. Cosmo died because his neck was broken. In other words, he was probably struck by something or someone.
Yes, that's a distinct possibility. As of yet, no weapon has been found, though.
Presumably Darka didn't secretly climb up behind him and deal the fatal blow.
I suppose it's possible that he had a fall and hit the ground awkwardly. It could have been a terrible act of misfortune that he broke his neck completely by accident.
But yes, a bad fall could explain it.
It's rather hard to believe Kazuma-sama, though. Kazuma-sama, though. He wasn't a clumsy man.
Oh, well, we need to fix this deduction somehow. Is there anything from the scene that could explain what happened? I assume it's this.
Yep.
You agree with that?
Yeah, I said yep.
Review scene L1?
That's a dead body.
I mean, the only thing with the scrape is... Yeah, it's gotta be the scrape, right?
Yeah, do that, do that.
Yes! We have 4 more chances of stuff.
Yes! The examination of the mark on the floor will prove the cause of death conclusively.
I don't know about that, but...
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
Oh, this particular mark, so prominently visible next to the victim's body, is a deposit of shoe polish.
Shoe polish?
Indeed. Positively identified by a little analysis device I constructed. The dye carry now is a matter of course.
Of course. Of course.
Beeswax, tallow, and dye are my results. The undeniable ingredients of shoe polish. Polish.
And the color of the polish is a perfect match to the color of the Asogi's lace leather shoes. Looking at this mark, it's not hard to imagine what happened. For some reason, Mr. Asogi must have caught his foot on that point on the floor and tripped. Please, no.
And, by a dreadful turn of misfortune, caught his neck against some immovable object as he fell to the floor. No way. No way. No way.
He was wrapped up in the bell in the little cat toy and snapped his neck.
No. I do not believe it. I refuse.
Did he put it around his neck and then trip?
Nope. I refuse to believe that's true. Suffering a fatal blow to the spine, the victim's vertebrae shattered, and in that instant, he lost his life.
His vertebrae shattered.
Shattered. Absolutely imploded.
No!
No.
I don't know. I don't know anything about this. Is that really true, Miss Pavlova? What about the evidence left at the scene where Mr. Asogi lost his life?
Yes. The facts are as clear as day to me. You did all you could to conceal the incriminating evidence. But now your involuntary glance betrays
This
you.
is,
Yeah, look at that.
I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama nearly tripped over, and now he's no more. That's a fear that I super have, not of tripping, but
Super have.
of falling.
Falling and just being no more.
And just
That's
being
just
no
it.
more. Yeah, of just accidental step somewhere.
No, that is terrifying. That is very valid.
I mean, that's what happens in $1 Million Baby. She gets punched, and that's the end of the story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
Her head hits a chair, the side chair.
Oh, see? Yeah, you just fall wrong.
Yeah,
Hit a counter or something.
yep.
Yeah.
And that's why I wear broken flip-flops.
The logic doesn't seem to add up there.
Every time I slightly slip in the bathtub or something, I'm like, I could have died.
I know it's hard to believe, but the marks on the floor doesn't seem to suggest what happens.
But
And if this part of Mr. Shulman's deduction is right, Miss Pavlova is trying to hide some evidence that would prove it. Here, in this cabin, somewhere in the direction she just cast her eyes.
where, I wonder?
Let's have a good look around. The answer must be here somewhere. Is it the tiara?
Perchance. Yes.
I forget you can look at things before you present.
Ah! Somebody appears to have dropped 20,000 rubles here.
It hasn't been dropped, Naruhodo-san. It's been placed.
I'm starting to sound like Mr. Shulman.
Stop trying to sound like the great detective.
Well, I can't look up. Waste paper basket. I mean,
This is a waste paper basket. Perhaps all the first-class cabins have them.
Miss Pavlova only started occupying this late last night. Presumably, there's not much rubbish in there yet.
Oh, bell.
Oh, what's that?
It's a broken piece of glass, isn't it?
What the fuck?
What's
Their
that?
pet a glass.
Yes,
call.
it is. Feels like I've seen this somewhere before. It
If
looks
it looks familiar, perhaps it's more than your mind simply playing tricks on you. And then look at it again to present it.
No. No, I guess not. I guess you just present it.
Present.
Yes!
I'm glad I didn't just immediately present that. I bet so many people did. That's right, you hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in the waste paper basket.
Here, we have a fragment of some intricate glass object. It would seem one that has a familiar air, in fact.
Precisely, we found another piece of broken glass on the floor in Mr. Osogi's cabin. And as you can see, the two pieces fit together perfectly. Oh no. Oh no.
So, Miss Pavlova, shall we consider what this tells us? Why would it be that part of this glass object, which was evidently broken at the scene of the victim's death, should be found in the waste paper basket in your cabin?
Kia!
You're well acquainted with this glass bell, are you not?
I don't.
I don't know, in that hushed Russian accent of yours. Won't save you this time, dear girl. Why? Because we have conclusive evidence. Yep.
Oh, linking you to the
Oh,
bell.
this is correction, right?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Maybe not.
Take it away, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes. The evidence linking Miss Pavlova to this little glass bell would be the picture, I assume.
There it is. Yes!
If you look at this photograph, you can clearly see, hanging from the darkest color, the very gas bell in question.
The truth has caught up with you, Miss Pavlova. The young man who lost his life last night did so after a truly inauspicious fall.
Yes, I did end up falling. And the cause of that fateful stumble?
Your cat.
Your
Your
absent
absent
feline
feline
friend,
friend,
Darka. I couldn't.
We're basically done with the case. I think it's his explanation, though.
I couldn't tell anyone.
Did he really die from a fall? For real?
I'm sorry.
Why does everyone have a headache?
Did they all trip and hit their heads on the floor?
To be honest, I don't exactly remember how much is left.
Elementary.
I know you're close to the end. I just don't remember how close.
I think at the next point that we can interact, like move around the cabin or something like that, we should call it.
Okay.
Why don't you tell us now, Miss Pavlova? Tell us exactly what happened last night. It was a little after 1 in the morning. It was so late, but I hadn't had time to feed Darka, so I gave her some food. And then, all of a sudden, she scratched me and jumped out of my hands.
People do say that cats become very anxious and nervous in new environments.
She was so fast, she disappeared to a ventilator before I could stop her.
And that is how you acquired the rather nasty wound on the back of your hand, I take it.
Yes. Duh. And I read the rules on the wall I knew I was not allowed to bring Tarka with me.
Yes, modern science suggests that animals can carry infectious diseases. It's a precaution, really.
So I listened and listened, trying to hear if there was some noise in the next cabin. And then I breathed in a fart. It was very quiet.
Until I heard.
Until I heard the fart. I was sure, if someone was there, he must be sleeping. So at that point I thought it'd be safe to try and lure my kitten back again. By dangling the end of the toy to the ventilator and the adjoining cabin. Tarka always loved this toy, but it didn't work. Nothing worked. I tried using her favorite toy, tried whistling to her softly, but nothing. She didn't return. So he was still alive at that time. So the faint whistling sound Cosmo wrote in his diary was Miss Pavlova trying to retrieve her pet.
Cats have a propensity to remain hidden in the shadows when frightened.
Yes. Duh. So there was nothing else I could do. I had to wait until she had gone down. But then... Meow! Thud. He stepped on the cat. I nearly passed out with shock. I heard her cry out and then, oh, it was a dreadful bang. And afterwards, nothing. It's totally silent. Cosmo was...
From the appearance of the brown mark on the floor, it seems likely that what you heard was the victim stepping on the glass bell and tripping up. The SS Bria is a large vessel, but even she can pitch and roll violently without warning. If Mr. Osagi was already off balance as a result of the ship lurching when the kitten got under his feet,
Oh my god.
the combination of unfortunate factors could easily have caused him to fall over.
Oh my god.
But what became of the kitten afterwards?
He was thrown overboard.
No.
In the end, I managed to get her to come back to the ventilator.
Covered in blood. Yet Darka was nowhere to be seen.
I must have forgotten to lock my case. And now she's disappeared again.
Gracious, that cat is unsufferably restless as I am.
Well, he knows something about himself, at least. When I woke this morning, I heard a young man in the cabin next to mine had died. But I couldn't bring myself to tell anyone what had happened. I was too scared. Scared that they would send me back. Oh, hold on a minute. How about the snake?
Yeah,
You're right. Where is it?
If the snake isn't your friend, Miss Pavlova, then whose is it? And where did it come from?
Biff Stroganoff
Yeah,
snake.
it's his. What on earth is such a dangerous creature doing on board the ship? He's fucking patting it like a friend.
As it squeezes the life out of it.
Oh, I didn't say.
He has a whole Indian burn on
Snake
his
is my friend.
face.
His name is Pirosko. Pirosko.
I think you said it right the first time.
Okay,
Pirosco.
Pirosko.
That snake belongs to you?
He escaped from cage when emergency alarm sounded. I was looking for him.
So, what we're saying is that this man, who is willing to throw anybody overboard,
Yes. Snuck a snake.
snuck an animal in.
Yes. It's his special friend. I did not expect to find him in here.
Yes. How did that snake get into this cabin?
But animals are not permitted on board.
Oh, we all have secret
Ha!
friends.
We are at sea for 1 year. You want to be so long without close friend? Without someone who understands?
Couldn't you find someone a little more human who understands you better?
But, my dear burly fellow, a gargantuan venomous snake. Surely you can appreciate the danger you're putting everyone in. No venom.
Just squeeze.
Huh?
Pirosco does not have venom. He is harmless, very long, but very gentle. He is adorable, like Granny.
Very long, but very gentle. Like,
It's venomless. Yes, now he is hungry, so he is in bad mood. But once I feed him, you will see big smile.
the cat.
And you fed him what? Milk, I suppose? Ryonosuke, please.
Ha! Like they say. They say they milk chickens? Ridiculous. Snakes that drink milk are only in stupid stories. Ryosco eats mouses. Big fat round mouse.
That's why they're trying to trap
Yeah.
mouses on the board.
Or why none have been trapped yet.
Oh, maybe. Ah, oh, so? Is that what the mousetrap in the passageway is for?
Of course. How else can I catch my friend's favorite food?
That thing says like top of the food chain, like the look of their eyes right now.
It refuses to drink milk. It can't hear a whistle. It can't climb up a bell cord, and it's not even venomous. How the deuce did something so inept land a starring role? It's not my fault. I do not make up stories. My Perosco is nothing to do with this incident.
You think Porosko is the word for snake in
In Russian?
Russian? So that's what happened. Or the word for friend in Russian. So that's the truth behind my best friend's tragic death.
No. It's just snake.
It's snake?
It's snake. Hold on.
Snake.
Oh, snake is snake in Russian.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
snake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's friend in Russian?
Why don't you just look up the name?
Yes, that'll be next. Friend in Russian is drug.
Druk.
And how do you spell Pirosko?
Pirosko.
IROZH.
It's a food.
KO.
It's a food.
It's a food.
Yep.
Amazing.
Piroski is a food in Russian.
Huh.
Let's see what food it is. It is a Russian or Ukrainian baked or fried yeast-leavened boat-shaped buns with a variety of fillings. That's funny. So he's beef stroganoff and his steak is pierogi.
Aww.
That's awesome.
Cute. Miss Pavlova. I understand the difficult situation you found yourself in, and I do sympathize. But
Oops.
please, remember this. A young man lost his life. If you're going to attempt to cover up your guilt with lies, then no matter what the circumstances, I cannot forgive you.
But
What are you talking about, Miss Mikotoba? What lies? Miss Pavlova just confessed everything. It was just a series of unfortunate events.
Hey.
An accident.
no great detective like Mr. Sholmes. I don't have a gift for knowing the truth. But even I can see that was not the truth. Don't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo?
What?
It's not.
What are we missing? To be perfectly honest, yes. There's a discrepancy in Miss Pavlova's story. I'm sure of it. I just can't quite put my finger on it. Is the discrepancy? Is it the fact that she just got here yesterday?
Oh, maybe?
Got in yesterday or last night?
Yeah, last night. But last night at what, 1 o'clock? Because if she got there at 1, then that would make sense, right? Because 1,
Right.
he died just after, from between 1 to 2.
I confess, I was intending to let Scotland Yard deal with any outstanding issues on this matter.
Oh?
I am only present here for a very specific reason. The truth is, you, Mr. Naruhodo, are simply a distraction. What?
A distraction?
I do hope you've not been finding your shackles too uncomfortable with a back on.
Son of a bitch.
He didn't T-pose.
Not again! When did he do that?
Especially as they're on your wrists as a result of my intervention. I was rather hoping I could resolve matters before we made our next port call.
You were Mr. Sholmes?
You were Mr. Sholmes?
Yes, but I overlooked one important detail. The deceased young man was a very close companion of yours. Was he not?
Yes. Kazuma was my closest friend. I owed him my freedom, even.
In that case, we must follow this to its conclusion. No further distractions. You must uncover the real truth here, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes. Whatever that may be. The key to this is the discrepancy in Miss Pavlova's story, I'm sure. If I can chase that down, maybe the truth will become clear.
Oh, Kazuma.
His forever waving headband.
The truth about how you really died. About how that scene in your cabin really came to be. She came in. She has to have come into the cabin. Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Or maybe they did really knock everyone out to get her onto the ship, but then that caused something to happen.
So he was knocked out, but they killed him instead?
Thank you, Mr. Naruhodo.
So then, shall we begin?
Yes.
Yes.
What we should ponder first is the victim who lost his life in a cabin that was bolted shut from the inside. Was this truly an unfortunate accident?
Yeah, again, he also wrote Russian.
Yeah.
Like,
Why? Or was it in fact no accident at all? That it is what we must establish in the first instance. But we've already established it, haven't we? The man tripped over the kitten that had climbed into his cabin via the ventilator. Tragic, yes, but still an accident.
Hold it!
wait, let's just take that a step back. It doesn't make sense if that's what really happened, does it?
I'm gonna have to ask you to spell it out for me, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's starting to take shape now. There's a clear contradiction between the facts and Miss Pavlova's story here. The evidence is right here in Kazuma's cabin. It's undeniable. His death couldn't possibly have been a mere accident. Duh.
Really? Let us show our hand, Mr. Naruhodo. Time to present the evidence. The evidence that proves unequivocally that the victim's death was no mere accident.
If he just broke his neck, he wouldn't have been able to write.
You know, that's what I was thinking too.
Speckled band. There's no external poison or injury. Looks like a scuff mark made by shoes.
What does the ship's log have anything to do? What is it?
The ship's log is just nothing to report over and over again.
Except
After
Yeah.
2, it's empty. I assume it has to be this, right? Like,
you try it. Why not?
Yes!
the truth is clearly recorded in this photographic print. There's no way that Mr. Osogi could have left this message on the floor. That script, it's Russian, isn't it?
Indeed it is. The word written means wardrobe. I see what you mean. Most people leave a dying message in their native language. Japanese in this case.
But maybe he was studying Russian. It's a simple language. He could have picked it up very fast. That doesn't seem likely. That's actually not the point. It makes no difference whether he knew Russian or not.
Sorry? What do you mean?
Well, obviously he fucking snapped his neck. Exactly what I said before. There's no way that Mr. Soki could have left this message on the floor. There's a reason why it's clearly explained in here. Damage to the cervical vertebrae resulting in instant death. Instant death. Which means after the victim fell on the floor, he couldn't have possibly written anything. Oh, you're good. Because he was already dead.
That's not the only reason either. There's something else we found in Mr. Soki's cabin. A remnant of something that couldn't possibly have been there if what Miss Pavlova said, told us was true.
What?
So Susato-san has noticed it too then. Putting this message on the floor aside, there's something else that gives us truth anyway. Another piece of evidence that proves that this was no accident. In other words, I mean, the bell, maybe? The cabin, the ship's log?
Well, no, because she said it was something in the cabin.
Well, the bell's in the cabin, the sign's in the cabin, but that doesn't mean anything. Can't be the scene again. His journal doesn't mean anything either. I feel like it's got to be this, which is the pink thing.
I guess, but I mean, they kind of already talked about that.
Right.
But you could try it.
You have 5 chances.
Yes!
Well, this was a piece of broken glass next to the mark on the floor.
Oh, but that's the last spell the kitten had around its neck. We already know all about that. It was broken in half when the victim tripped over the cat and fell. So we already have a satisfactory explanation. Where's the flaw in that logic?
Unfortunately, there's a big flaw. A fatal flaw.
What?
How did the other half get in here? If that's what really happened, then how did one half of the bell end up back here in this cabin?
Yes. Remember that we found the other half of the glass bell in that waste paper basket. Would you care to explain that, Miss Pavlova?
Oh no. Both of these pieces of evidence clearly point to the same conclusion. That when Mr. Asogi died last night in this cabin, there was someone else in the room. Ugh. And that same person deliberately arranged the scene to disguise the truth, in order to cover up his or her own guilt. Gah!
Yes. There was someone else present in Mr. Asogi's.
Hold it!
You are wasting time. That's you.
Is it what character is it?
Huh?
Someone else was there. Duh. Of course, we know this.
What are you talking about?
Bulkhead was bolted shut from inside. There was no way in or out. Oh, yes. And only other person in cabin when young student died was you.
Yes!
It's true, I was in the cabin when it happened.
You were shut inside the cabin wardrobe, to be precise about the details.
But I don't know Russian, and there's no way I would have left that message.
Not would have. There's no way you could have left that message, to be precise about the details.
Would you mind?
Forgive me, my dear fellow.
As I was saying, the person in question wrote the word wardrobe in Russian on the floor, in an attempt to incriminate me for the crime, even though I had been asleep in there the whole time. And then the same person picked up the broken glass bell.
Sato. Oh, and then the third person picked up the broken glass bell that had fallen to the floor.
For fear of it becoming evidence that would show how Mr. Asogi actually died.
But why wouldn't this person have taken all the pieces of the bell away? Leaving half behind was always gonna raise questions.
Yes, well,
It was past 1 o'clock in the early hours of the morning. The cabin would have been quite dark. The single, small lamp suspended from the ceiling would barely have cast any light onto the floor there. Little wonder then that the culprit failed to notice a fragment of the tiny item.
you all suspect me, don't you?
Hold it!
Seaman Stroganoff.
Nina is woman of sea. She's daughter of strong sailor. 2 years ago, they noticed her dancing skills and she went away to join ballet company.
Is it her? Is that her dad?
But before, she was dancer on the ship, a member of ship's band.
Oh.
You do not accuse ship's angel of being criminal.
Ah, so that's it.
You say that when young student died, Nina was there in his cabin. That is not possible. I give my tooth.
One tooth.
One tooth.
Well, this is almost interesting. And why would you give your tooth, pray? How can you be so sure?
Poof. You are a great detective. You should know. Look truth in eyes. Cabin bulkhead was bolted shut from inside. Nobody could go into cabin. Not Nina. Not anyone. Or You want to tell me that killer can walk through locked doors? Yet, it's impossible.
He's right.
But wait, I've read about this in detective stories.
Oh no.
People often tie thread around door
Didn't we
latches
already-
so they can open and close them from the outside.
We've already proven
This
this.
is like so long. A thread. Are you stupid? These bulkheads are not barn doors.
Certainly not. These are watertight doors, as one would expect to find in any modern steamship. Constructed of heavy steel, with not a gap in sight. No threads or needles or magnets could have been used.
No, of course not. I thought so too. But Mr. Naruhodo suggested it earlier.
Oh, you fuck. Susato-san! How could you shift it onto me like that?
So, Seaman Stroganoff has a valid point. The cabin door couldn't have been bolted shut from the outside.
Not necessarily. I put it to you that I could bolt this cabin door without laying a finger on it. And in this very cabin, we can see the traces of the method I have in mind having been used before.
I don't believe it.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo, I believe you know what I mean, don't you?
A way to shut the bolt in the cabin door from the outside. One way does spring to mind, yes.
But you didn't think of it before?
Do you really know what Mr. Shoulders means, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes. And so should you. Because we've seen it happen.
Indeed, we have. So, would you care to do the honors, Mr. Naruhodo? Point out the telling signs of the method that was used to slide the cabin door bolt across from the outside. The books.
I don't have the... What, is it the books?
I don't know, because they're slanted. I literally have no idea.
I think the books is probably right, but it's a weird way to present it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Look at the bookcase there. See all the books and things have toppled over?
That must have happened when the ship made its emergency stop before.
Yes, that's right. It's a very powerful vessel, after all. When the engines are thrown into reverse, a violent jolt goes across the entire ship. Any small objects that aren't fastened down are bound to fall over.
I believe, yes, it's what's known as the force of inertia acting on the objects.
Is there nothing Susato-san doesn't know, or that isn't in her book at least? Well, whatever it's called, it's the same force that pushed over those books on the
I
bookcase.
have a whole encyclopedia set in her sleeves.
It also means something else in this cabin move. The bolt on the cabin door. It was very obvious after the emergency stop that the ship made earlier. We had to come to this cabin not long before, and it hadn't bolted the door. But then... Hello, is anybody there? Blah blah blah, flashback. We're not talking through the flashback.
Oh, yes. That's it. When the ship stops suddenly, the bolt flew across and opened the door.
Yes, it's made of metal, but it's small and light enough to be moved by the ship's sudden change in speed or the force of inertia. Inertia?
Are you trying to say that last night, after Mr. Osaki was killed,
Click. Oh, look at that 3D model.
Nice.
Nice.
SS Berea made another emergency stop?
When I woke up this morning, I looked at the round in the cabin and it looked a little odd. All the books on the shelves had toppled over, and the ornaments. It was almost as if somebody ran their hands across the shelves and deliberately knocked everything over.
Oh yes, I remember that. And I stood them all up again, didn't I?
Then when we came into this cabin, we were surprised to see the same thing in here. All the books and everything had toppled over, just like Mr. Osogi's cabin.
Oh my. I'm trying to speak rude.
Yeah. Do you have anything to say about this, Miss Pavlova?
Are you out of your mind? You say Buria made emergency stop? It does seem a little far-fetched. How could that possibly have happened? Unless you're saying that the culprit is actually someone from the engine room.
Oh, it is simple enough. Are you forgetting the button in the passageway outside? Used to trigger the emergency alarm.
Oh yes, of course. There was a notice, wasn't there? Telling you to only press the button in times of emergency.
Yep, sure is there. On dark nights, when the fog is dense, the captain cannot afford to rely on the eyes of his lookout alone. Hence, the placement of the number of buttons around the vessel to allow any crewman to raise the alarm. The sort of button one is almost compelled to press to satisfy one's curiosity.
Ay, fucking Sholmes.
Oh. Wait, it was you. When the button is pressed, two things happen in the interest of safety. The emergency alarm bell rings and the vessel comes to a complete stop. As indeed it did a little earlier today.
He was the one that did it earlier.
Mr. Holmes, surely it wasn't you.
As always I say, a button has but one purpose in life.
Beep.
To be pressed, whatever the occasion.
Oh my
Beep, beep,
god,
beep, beep, beep.
Sholmes! He sounds almost proud of himself.
How dare you mess with ship? I report you to Captain. You are in much trouble now.
Now, I'm sure that all can wait until later. Let us not overlook the fact that we have now learnt a valuable lesson. When the vessel makes an emergency stop, the bolts on the cabin doors slide closed. So, what we must now consider...
Yes, it all comes down to one thing then. Last night, after what happened to Mr. Asogi, did this ship make an emergency stop, or did it not?
You are idiots. Buria is a huge ship with many passengers. If we make emergency stop, even in the middle of night, there would be chaos everywhere.
But everybody got gassed.
What
I
are your
think.
thoughts, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, it's certainly possible that some kind of emergency happened last night. We have evidence to support that idea.
Really? What evidence, Mr. Naruhodo?
Fascinating. Do show us, my good man. What evidence promotes the theory that some emergency gripped this vessel last night?
I'm going to assume it's the book.
Sure.
Yes!
Seaman Stroganoff, it's your duty to patrol the first class area of the ship, isn't that right?
Ah, that is correct. Why?
In the ship's log here, this would be where you record the details of your duties.
What are you doing with that? That is mine. Ah, you rather carelessly left it atop the little makeshift bureau in the passageway out there. But as responsible passengers, we took it into our care with a mind to return it to you later.
Oh, so
I left it there on purpose. That is where I put it, always.
The point is, looking at what you usually record, it's clear that under normal circumstances, you write the phrase "nothing to report" every 30 minutes. But from 2 o'clock last night to the first light this morning, nothing was recorded at all.
Nothing recorded in the log? That is... because nothing happened.
But if nothing happened, you would normally write "nothing to report," wouldn't you?
Nope.
Google.
Indeed so, which tells us that shortly after 2 a.m., Something happened here aboard the SS Boom. Look,
Good.
something sufficiently significant to make you forget to fill in the ship's log impact.
Are you suggesting that the ship really did make an emergency stop in the middle of the night?
Stop talking rubbish! If I'm perfectly honest, I find that a little hard to believe myself.
Oh, why?
Well, because something as major as an emergency stop really happened. Surely all of us would have noticed.
That's very true. Thanks to the emergency stop we experienced earlier, we all know that it feels like now. What it feels like now. The ship lurched so violently, and the alarm bell was so loud. I can't imagine that anyone would sleep through that, even if it happened in the dead of night.
Well, no. That's a good point.
What of the throbbing?
Sorry?
What's throbbing? What do you mean?
What throbbing?
Oh, the throbbing. Oh, gee, he's got a friend too.
Yeah, it's a special friend. Your head, man. Man. The throbbing of your head since this morning. We have all suffered with it. Oh, yes. I've had a headache, you're right. In fact, I haven't been feeling myself since I woke up today.
Nor have I. My head has been feeling heavy ever since dawn.
Yes, you've all been afflicted, haven't you? Just as I suspected.
He's right, my head has been throbbing today too. And since eating dinner yesterday evening, everything's felt sort of hazy. I can't really remember anything that happened after that climbed back inside the wardrobe.
I don't think we'll get to explore again.
It's the long explanation of what everything happened, and then we're gonna, yeah.
Alright, well, when do we want to call it?
Whenever you're ready.
Whenever you guys feel like we hit a point where you want to call it. We can call
Well, it's almost 11 p.m.
it. Okay. So,
I will say it's only the explanation left, but I don't know how long the explanation
Right.
is gonna be left.
right.
Yeah.
We'll get through a little bit more and then we'll call it.
Okay.
Then the first thing I noticed
Speedy.
this morning was throbbing pain in my head.
Mumble read.
And I had already been dragged out of the wardrobe. And had those handcuffs put on me by that point. Why didn't I wake up when all of this was happening to me?
Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo. You boarded this vessel as a stowaway, didn't you?
Oh, well, yes. Sorry.
The stowaway class of accommodation doesn't usually include meals. What did you survive on?
Oh, well, Cosmo looked after me. He was always happy to share his meals.
So you enjoyed some of the whole roast chicken dish that was served yesterday evening, I take it?
Yes, in fact, I had all of that. Cosmo wasn't fond of chicken.
Oh, really? So the victim didn't eat any of the chicken at all?
That's right. He didn't touch it. Is that relevant?
My dear fellow, does that not strike you?
That he was the only one that didn't sleep?
Mr. Sholmes, do you mean to say that there was something wrong with the chicken?
I do.
No. Really? Is that really true?
The meal prepared for the passengers last night had been tampered with.
It's to get her on the fucking ship.
Tampered with by the addition of a soporific designed to induce a very deep slumber on those who consumed it. A sleeping drug?
Do you mean whoever did this laced every meal with a sleeping drug and so no one would notice the ship's emergency stop?
Mr. Naruhodo, of course that's not what happened, Mr. Sholmes. What a far-fetched idea.
Precisely.
What?
Lacing every meal of every passenger on board with a soporific drug would certainly be impossible. Unless, that is, every single member of the crew was a conspirator.
Dun dun dun. Mr. Sholmes.
Well, seaman? I'm sorry to say that any more deception in this matter will get you nowhere. If you refuse to talk, there would have to be an inquiry made through the shipping company, of course. And were that to happen, every member of the crew, and the captain himself, would be hauled over the coals. For aiding and abetting a renegade.
Please, no more. I will tell everything. You know what? Why don't we stop there?
There you go.
Please, I'll tell everything. So now, when we come back, we won't need to do a what happened next time. She'll just tell us.
There you go. She'll give us the
So there you go.
recap. Yay.
Yeah, because then there's the explanation, and then there's the flashback to what actually happened, and then there's the after thought process of reflection of everything that happened, and then.
Yep. So this is a good place to call it. Also,
Getting
this screen is
closer.
the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has it always been that?
No.
Does it change per case?
Interesting. Maybe it changes depending on what room you're in. At the final, like in the, if you were to hit continue, whatever
Maybe.
room you're in.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure actually.
Well, we'll find out. So, but maybe we're probably gonna be. Are we gonna be back next week?
Not next week. Not
The
the
Thanksgiving
week
bro.
after.
Is next week Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Yeah. Week after though.
Oh damn! Next week is Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Okay, then the week after.
Not the week after. We're gone.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be gone, and then the week after that will be Extra Life.
So she will tell us everything in a month.
Oh my god.
I'm down for next Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Oh,
So
wait,
the
no.
30th.
Because that's next.
We'll figure out a day. We'll figure out a day off stream. Another day.
I can do next Wednesday, because Jeremy's not gonna. We're not gonna stream next week.
Okay.
I can also do any other day in that week.
I can also do next Wednesday or whenever. You just let me know.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah. I don't think I can do next Wednesday.
That's fine.
But I could do Friday.
That's fine. We'll be back whenever.
Yeah.
But welcome. Thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate it.
Having us.
Of course. We'll get through it. We're almost there. If we're almost done with case 2, that's pretty big.
Yeah. Hey.
So-
We're so close. So close.
We are
If
right
we
there.
had started
She's
a
about to
little,
tell us everything.
if we started a little earlier, we would have made it. But we were eating. So I hope you all have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Take care of your fellow neighbor. Most importantly, peace out.
Aye.
A-time.